I actually like this matchup a lot. Into the Warrior. Even though I think that sometimes it can be bad, having things like Shadow Word Death and Hysteria and just being able to out-survive the opponent is great. I mean, okay, so there are two main matchups this could be. This could be Control or Rush. If it's Rush, obviously it's the more likely one and it'll be harder. But having Shadow Word Death to kill pumped minions, Hysteria to have minions kill each other off, and Venomous Scorpion to discover spells will be really, really nice in the long run. I actually think that this game, or this matchup, is very winnable. I think the only matchup that you struggle against as a priest is Warlock. I will say that the weapons could be a problem, but I'm pretty sure I'll have enough healing to deal with it. I'll save the coin. I don't feel I need to use the coin right now. This game is trash now. Why watch the stream then? I mean, you could just watch the stream because he enjoys watching me. I know that there are at least a couple of people that have that as their case. Like, they quit the game, but they still like the content and like keeping up with the game at least a little bit. So they're like, yeah, I'll watch. I'll go with palm reading. It's super good here, actually. And even though I'm going to take a lot of damage, as long as I can, like, stay alive for a little bit, we'll be fine. Do I want to play this Venomous Scorpion first? I'm not sure. We'll see what he ends up playing. He's probably going to play, like, a Rush Minion or something, and then I'll just Hysteria. I've been stomping Warrior in this matchup. Like I said, I think the matchup is definitely very good for me, but not sure. Wait, do we just Hysteria this 110? Is that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? That'll just... Is that insane or no? Am I losing my mind? I'm pretty sure that's just insane, right? Yeah, that works. I mean, you could say, oh no, you don't have Hysteria anymore, but we still have a Shadow Word Death to kill off something big, Holy Smite, Palm Reading to get me an extra spell or an extra card. That could be really good. I like watching you, but if you were playing, let's say, Warzone, I probably wouldn't watch because I don't care about COD anymore. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. I don't really play... Actually, I was going to say I don't really play TFT or League anymore, and I still watch those, but I definitely do still play both of those games. Do I want to play this and palm reading later? Or just palm reading now? We'll do this now. I mean, if I silence this minion, how bad is a 1/6 gonna be? I guess if he makes it bigger, like if he gives it Divine Shield and damage, it'll be more problematic. So what's the point of giving it Focused Will? We can just go with Holy Smite and kill it next turn anyway. Actually, we could just kill it this turn, honestly. Now let's just go Draconic Studies. All these are pretty solid. I think I like Malagos the most, though. Just because I like being able to draw cards, and then we'll play Palm Reading and a ton of stuff next turn. What if he slams Rattlegore? This deck doesn't run Rattlegore. That's the thing. The biggest two minions this deck runs are Alexstrasza and the Troublemakers. There we go. I was like, what's the other one? Yeah, Alexstrasza and Troublemakers are the only things I really have to worry about. Apotheosis is not bad. If I can get a minion to stick on the board like Blademaster Samuro. I'm looking at a deck list right now that got to rank 3 but doesn't run Apotheosis, and that's super weird to me. But like at the same time, Blademaster Samuro isn't running the deck either, and maybe it's just because he's a little inconsistent. I'm not sure. We get to play this and Palm Reading next turn. I'll go with Insight because I want to draw a card. Then we can Palm Reading. It'll corrupt this. Flash Heal's not bad. Holy Nova's decent, but I don't think it's really that good. I think I want to go with Flash Heal just so I can heal up a little bit at some point. Power Word Feast isn't the most important card. The only thing that I would want to take Power Word Feast for is if I do happen to get Blademaster Samuro, but I'm going to take Flash Heal because there's a chance I don't get it, right? Let me just go Holy Smite, pass. I don't even need to play Flash Heal right now. I kind of want to save it in case I draw Zorilla off of Insight. It's just to be safe and see what I draw. Is Pink Mage ever coming back? Ain't seen it since day one. I'm not sure, but there have been teases of buffs, or Blizzard has teased that they might do some buffs at some point, like in the near-ish future. So they might buff that class and bring it back. Soulmere counters Rattlegore? Yeah, I mean it does, but I don't know. Insight, we get Zorilla, exactly what I was hoping for. This plus Flash Heal will be able to wipe basically anything, but for now it's just a 3-3 and I don't really care that much. I really don't care about it. I could coin out Malagos and then just like Flash Heal next turn. Unclear on what I want to do right now. We'll see what happens though. I might just want to Shadow Word Death that. I mean, just killing that off seems pretty good to me. You can kill that off, kill that with Holy Smite and just Hero Power and save Zorilla. Because I don't think Zorilla can wipe the board. That's 5, 7 damage. Yeah, we can't kill this. So we'll just go... Kill. Kill. And heal. Heal up every single turn that we can. Still save Zorilla. Back when we were in the early days of the expansion, I used to think Samuro and the +8/+8 Paladin buff was insane. I won a lot of games off of it. I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, it's definitely actually not bad. Now that you mention that, I don't think that it's bad at all. That actually sounds pretty good. It takes a little bit of time to get to that point, obviously, but I think that it actually seems like a good play to me. I want to coin. I mean, worst case scenario, this kills off like one thing. Let's just do coin, Flash Heal into Malagos, and then we get to get a ton of things, and then hopefully we'll only use like one of them. That's fine. I don't want to overdraw, so let's just play this and kill off the 2/2 real quick. That way we don't overdraw. We already had a play that we wanted to do. It was either that or a Desperate Prayer if we got it. And now we can maybe put Apotheosis on the 4/12. We still have Renew Hero Power and all that. Wow, okay, you are just going right for the kill. Okay, fair enough, I guess. I just Shadow Word Death the 10/10 and significantly limited removal now. Shadow Word. We'll play a Taunt Minion and heal up once again, I guess. Not really needing to do anything else. We're just slowly waiting for him to run out of resources. Yo, Eager, what's up? Nothing much, my guy. Nothing much. You remember times when every new player says, no, Warlock dominates the meta after nerfs, Ticketus needs a nerf, but Warlock sucks against most popular decks, blah, blah. I don't want to talk about Ticketus anymore. I think that there are probably things that'll happen to the meta that'll keep Ticketus from being too problematic. I mean, and by that I mean I think other things will be buffed or Ticketus might get nerfed, because they did in a tweet say Ticketus will get nerfed if his play rate becomes insane. And I would say that his play rate's pretty bonkers right now. Theorycraft more aggro counter and control Warlock. I might do that. I might Theorycraft like a better control Warlock, but I just don't think control Warlock's in a good spot right now. I really don't. It's just by its nature, it doesn't heal enough and it does damage to itself. And because of that, it will never do well against something like Hunter. Like, look at the difference between this deck and Hunter. This deck has Apotheosis, constant 1 mana heals with things like this, or a 5 health heal with Desperate Prayer that also synergizes with doing damage. Like, there is literally no reason to run like anything else. I'll go Thrive in the Shadows to help me thin out my deck a little bit. I like Insight. Insight's pretty nice. Oh, wait, that doesn't synergize with this because it's 2 right now. But we will, I guess, kill the board. We still have Hysteria and Soul Mirror and whatnot. We'll Draconic Studies with our last 2 and see what we get. I'll go with, I guess, a Taunt Minion. I think a Taunt Minion's best, honestly, because he's a Rush Warrior, right? So if we play a big Taunt Minion, it'll probably be better than a Plague Proto Drake or the 4/9. That's just my own thought process on this. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I'll take 6 damage. What can replace Cthulhu? Many old gods could potentially replace Cthulhu if you have the old gods. Another old god, like I said, it's just your late game closer. Like, I don't know what you could do to replace it. It's how you beat the really, really slow matchups. It's potentially something else that discovers you cards or something. That means this is corrupted, so we can play this. Malygos is fine. What if I put a Raised Dead in this deck so I can get back some of my big win condition cards? It's probably fine. Do I want to go with this, or do I want to go with Hysteria? Let's go with this. And then that way we can also just renew. Rally's pretty useless. I don't think Rally gets me anything. Apotheosis is overkill. Oh, he's just done? Yeah, he can't really win at this point. Like, we have this. We're going to finish Cthulhu soon-ish. He's running out of resources. He has nothing but 1/1s in his hand. Didn't really matter what I took. I was leaning towards the 2/6, but either one would have been fine. I mean, Apotheosis was a dead card in my hand that entire game. Wow, this rank 1 deck doesn't run or it does run Apotheosis, but the rank 3 deck doesn't. It doesn't run Desperate Prayer. I feel like that's troll. I'm trying to continually update this deck and make it as good as possible. 1 Shadow Word Death, 2 Veil Weavers, 2 Wand Makers, no Malygos. I feel like Malygos is really good. No Soul Mirror. This deck runs no Samuro, no Blade Master, or no Apotheosis. I'm trying to think about the best way to build this deck, because like I want this deck to have slightly better late game than it currently does. I feel like having a better late game would be really, really good for this deck. And a good way to do that would be Raised Deads, maybe 1 less Samuro. And Apotheosis is kind of weak sauce anyway, right? Like, it just doesn't do that much for me. Maybe I'm wrong. Kazakis? I mean, Zarilla's and Samuro are both pretty good. Take out both for Kazakis? No. Zarilla's really strong. I think Zarilla's one of the best. I played the clown version. It was pretty fun, actually. I'm not gonna lie. But, the Veil Weavers to generate more value in the late game might be the way. Doesn't run. What else doesn't he run here? So he runs Draconic, this, Renew. One Shadow Word Death, no Soulmere, no Malygos. With 2 Wand Makers. See, I'm trying to figure out what he's running. Okay, these two match. These two match. No match. Take out a Shadow Word Death. Match. Oh, he doesn't run Thrive in the Shadows? That's so weird to me. No Thrive in the Shadows? I feel like Thrive in the Shadows is one of the best ways to like thin out your deck and get the cards you absolutely need. Weird. I don't want less Scorpids. Scorpids generate me resources and are good minions on the board. Like, that's the whole point. How many cards actually target minions? Holy Smite, Renew, this, Hysteria. But Hysteria could kill off my own minion. You know what? Let's just keep it as is for now. One extra Plague Death, or not Plague Death, one extra, one extra card with one less heal is probably fine. One Raise Dead instead of Desperate Measures is probably fine. Cthulhu is literally how you close out games. It is your only win condition against like another control priest or something.
Wisdom shall bring victory.
Oh my gosh. Okay, obviously Ysera is not keepable. Is Draconic Studies keepable? Part of me actually thinks no, because the game's not going to go long enough for me to actually, like, get to play the dragon. I mean, I guess this could discover me, like, a 4 or 3 cost, or a 4 or 5 cost dragon that could, like, help me survive a little bit. Like, the Taunt, the Amalgam, is the one I'm alluding to. I mean, I wouldn't say Cthulhu is your main. This is the one I wanted, by the way. Because I can play this turn 3, and then, like, this turn 4 or something. It's no biggie. I wouldn't say Cthulhu is your main win condition. I would say that the survival and Ysera and Malagos to just outvalue your opponent and discover a ton of random spells. That's how you win. That's your main win condition. Cthulhu is just your win condition against, like, slower matchups. Like, Cthulhu is not going to help me against Hunter. But it could help me against, like, Priest or a slow Warrior deck or something along those lines. Okay. That'll come online and hopefully hit the Venomous Scorpion when the time comes. I want to play Insight to get me resources. We'll play this turn 3. Hopefully this 5/4 hits this minion, like I said. If it does, that's perfect. If it doesn't, kind of sucks.
Let me work my magic.
Don't really care. That's a whatever. We go with Renew. It's either Renew or Hysteria. I think Renew is probably best, right? Because it can generate me more resources while also healing me, and it'll be free when I play Palm Reading. Like, Hysteria is good, but I already have one. It also combos well with this. Hit the 1/3, hit the 1/3, hit the 1/3, hit the 1/3. Yes! Okay, perfect. Sick removal. Always balanced. I'm playing a Mage Deck with minions. Am I trolling? Meh, a little bit. A smidge, some might say. Evening, Mr. Core. Well, good evening to you too, my friend. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I think one less Apotheosis is kind of troll, but I'm not sure. Depending on what he does, I might Hysteria the 4/3 or just Palm Reading with Insight and wait for one turn. Okay. If he plays one more minion, or if he plays 2 more 1/1s, I will Hysteria it. I guess I could just Shadow Word Death that, honestly. Renew. I don't want to take damage. We can discover more stuff later on anyway. I want to save Renew until I know whether or not I get Zorilla. I mean, it's free. I can literally play these Renews whenever I want. It doesn't matter. Because they're free, it doesn't, there is no like pressing, like I need to play it right now kind of thing. Even now, I don't really like need to play it, you know? I could just like play this, get a taunt, play this. But I think I'm going to open with Insight. I mean, we got Zorilla off of that. That's great. Right, now we can go renew, hero power, and then just Zorilla and kill him. Or kill off his minions. Let's actually just do that. Let's just wipe his board. I know that there are better things I could do. Let's go with good removal. Darn, dude, I'm really just looking for, I was really looking for an apotheosis off of this. And then, boom. And then if this dies, we can raise dead and get another one. Not bad. How's it going? It's going pretty well. What's the overlay called? Hearthstone deck tracker. Why did he take Yogg out of the deck? It just wasn't that good in my opinion. I decided to put it in for a raise dead because raise dead I think can get me another minion, which could be just as good value. I mean, Yogg-Saron has saved my life, and if you're playing against a lot of slower decks, Yogg-Saron might be good. But into a slightly more, like, aggressive matchup, being able to play Raise Dead and get Blademaster Samuro, a Venomous Scorpid, or Zorilla back into your hand could be the difference between, like, winning and losing games sometimes. Because, like, now, me being able to play Raise Dead could be huge. Right? Like, I play Raise Dead. I get Zorilla and Venomous Scorpid back. That's great. We Holy Smite this. We get to generate another spell and still heal up. And now we're just in a good spot. Another Holy Smite will be nice. Heal myself and pass. I don't know. I feel like it's just better to have a slightly more proactive card in the mid game. Because, like, if you're playing against Control Warlock, you're going to lose anyway. And there are very few other Control decks in the meta. And even then, like, I could still win if I randomly discover good cards. Do you think Priest, or do you like Priest now because last year you said 100 times screw Priest? Well, that was because the entire win condition was Galakrond and then just randomly generate one minion every single turn and there was no real way to play around it. Now, Priest is pretty bad. It has a really low win rate. It's not as oppressive as it used to be. It doesn't have as many, like, problematic cards in my opinion. And I think it's just slightly better. Like, obviously, there's still problems with it, right? It's not a perfect class. It still has a pretty decent amount of RNG. But I think it has a little bit less RNG. Which is, like, exactly what we want, right? Run Vol'jin. Honestly, not a bad idea. Anywho, we heal, play Zorilla, and wipe the board. We know that that last card's a 1/1. Like, it doesn't really matter. We could just play this. Actually, I think we do just play that. We do that, we go palm reading. Or we do this and make him cry. Palm reading's nice. I like palm reading. All of these are pretty useless, but we'll take that, I guess. And then we'll just whoosh the board. Obviously, there are better things I could have done there. I could have taken the thing that does 4 damage, but I wanted to discover a spell because I think that that could have been really good for me. No man crick, that's just draw 2. It's no biggie. Honestly, doesn't really matter at all, actually. Do you use a webcam or your camera to live stream? I use a webcam. True story. Samuro is opt out in my opinion. Is optional in my opinion. True. Yeah, there's actually a deck list right now that got to top 3 legend like yesterday that doesn't even run Blademaster Samuro and Apotheosis. It just runs like an extra Raise Dead, I think, like, and Yogg-Saron or something, or maybe something else proactive like another Devouring Plague. Both of which are fine, by the way. And we'll just wipe, corrupt this, and then play this, honestly. Kind of excited to get a 7-drop. Please don't low roll me. Ooh, pretty sick, if you ask me. I mean, we still have good removal. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Do you want to run the ooze? There are some weapon decks that run you over. I mean, yeah, but until I start playing against them, I mean, no. I've played 15 games with this deck. This is my 16th game. I'm about to be 13-3, sorry. And I've played against one weapon rogue, which I beat because I just healed that much. And one weapon shaman. No, actually, I don't think I played against a weapon shaman. That was with a control warrior. So far, no, I'm 13-3 right now. I'm about to be 14-3. I just played against a warrior. But anyway, the only games I've lost to have been 2 paladins that got really well timed, really broken oh my yogs. And a no minion mage before the nerf that high rolled and basically just like ran me over. And in both of those situations, there's not really much I could have done, I don't think. So, this was my 2 cents on all this. I want to play the Crimson Hothead. I mean, no reason to really not play that, right? Venomous Scorpid, get myself a spell. Hopefully we can get like Apotheosis or something. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I just want removal. I mean, I just want healing. Like more reliable healing. But it's okay. We play this. Double Holy Smite this because we can. Heal myself. Trade this. Actually, why would I even trade the 1/1? Just go face. It's a 1/1. Who cares? I've discovered like 6 spells, and I really wanted to discover an Apotheosis or some extra healing, and I've discovered very little. But that's okay. That's fine. He's going to play the Tundra Rhino. He's going to be able to hit the 4/6. It's no biggie. I take 1 damage. I then kill it the next turn. Like, it's no biggie. Do you think in like a tournament setting, targeting Warlock is a good strategy? Because I'd say 90% of people will play it. Talking about playing mid-range, Demon Hunter, Face Hunter, and Poison Rogue. I don't think a lot of people play it in a competitive setting. I haven't followed Grandmasters that much at all. But from what I saw, I don't think I saw like anybody playing Control Warlock. Or not 90% anyway. Definitely not 90%. I love Control Priest. I think Control Priest is in a really, really, really good spot right now. Quick Shot trade is fine. He's down to 1 card left. Even if that last card is Tundra Rhino, I think I'm fine. This has to give me Apotheosis. How are you still not giving me Apotheosis? You absolute madman. Wait, does Soulmere win me the game? That'll be 9 plus 5. It's 14 damage. No. Heal. Zarilla. Kill that off. And we get to play Insight. Thin up my deck even just a little bit more. Go face. I mean, even if that last card is Tundra Rhino and Piercing Shot to kill off something and do 6 damage to my face miraculously, I still win. Like, I have lethal just on board. There's nothing you can do. Why no Yogg? Praise Yogg, by the way. I mean, I liked Yogg. Yogg was not terrible, but the problem with Yogg, in my opinion, is just the fact that, like, unless you're going against a mega control deck, it's just not that important. Like, I'd rather have Raise Dead, like I said, to get back a Venomous Scorpid or Zarilla or one of those cards. He does 5 damage, 4 damage to me. We just kill him next turn. That's GG. No biggie. Like, I feel like Yogg would be good in several situations and very easy to pull off, but I just don't like how RNG Yogg is. Whereas Raise Dead, if I use it earlier mid-game, I know for a fact I'm going to get one of the most impactful mid-game cards in Priest. So, I don't know. I like it. Most played deck was Control Priest. Holy moly, really? There's no way, dude. This one is the rank 3 deck that ran no Samuro. Is this the best deck? I would say yes. I would say that this is the best deck in the game right now. I'm 14-3 with it, and it's not even close. Like, most of the games, they take a while, but, like, if I were to grind to top 500 Legend, this would be the deck I do it with, like, exclusively. This is the deck I'm going to play at the start of the expansion, or at the start of the next season. I'm going to play one more game with this deck, just because it's broken. But at the same time, it feels a little bit too broken, you know? So I gotta, like, tone it back a little bit.
Balance in all things.
Wisdom shall bring victory.
I like this hand. In case it's token, Holy Smite will be good, and it'll become free with palm reading. The only problem that I have right now with that is if it's not, then Holy Smite will be kind of a dead draw. Do I want Holy Smite? Yeah, I'll keep Holy Smite. If it is token, like if it's a slow deck like Clown Druid, I will have time to eventually draw all of my spells. Right? I'll have at least 5 or 6 turns before anything major really happens. Whereas if I played into token, I would rather have this Holy Smite, you know, just on demand. You know, being able to play it. So I can kill off the Gibberling that he leaves up. Okay. Technically clarifies nothing. Why no Lucia? Because Lucia is not good. Can Cthulhu be replaced? I reckon not so much, considering Cthulhu is a win condition. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Games last forever with this deck. I mean, yeah, but it's like the best deck in the game, though. And apparently it was the most played deck at Grandmasters, which I don't know if that's true. I'm taking your word for it, but I don't know. The 6/6 Taunt Elemental that heals 8 is pretty nice. True, I could run that if I wanted to, honestly. That would be a card that I could see myself running. I want to discover a big spell. Palm reading discovers me more stuff, makes my stuff cost less. Not bad, we'll take that. Top 3 deck plays Lucia. What would you replace it with? I would literally replace it with like anything. I don't even run a Lucia. There are very few matchups where I think a Lucia is actually good. And in a lot of other matchups, I think that a Lucia hurts you more because you're going to have more resources than the opponent most of the time. Like, it could work against some sort of combo or OTK deck. Wait, what? The heck? What on earth? I think we go Renew first to discover a spell, and then have that spell get reduced by palm reading. I'm gonna go with Hysteria. And then palm reading once. I want to go with the Discover a spell, maybe. Because I don't know if it's Clown yet. And if it is Clown, I'd take this. Or if it isn't Clown, I'd take this. It's kind of useless. Let's go with Thrive. And pass. What do you think about the Nameless one replacing Lucia? That could be good. I could say running a Silence or a weapon removal in general would be good. I don't know. I just don't like a Lucia that much. Because, like, let's think about the matchups that it would possibly ever be good into. Right? Like, it might be good into a Warlock where you could burn their own cards. That could be an interesting thing you could do. But most of the time, they're going to corrupt it and play well with it anyway. Which leaves you with, like, what? Control Priest Mirror Match? You could screw them over. But, like, if you're playing into an aggro deck, playing a 3-mana 1/3 is just never going to be useful. And when the entire meta is Paladin, Hunter, why would you ever do that? Like, obviously in a competitive setting, if you're playing in the highest of ranks when people are playing more control decks, or people are playing in competitive like Grandmaster, Lucia is like astronomically better because you know what decks people are playing going in, you can play around certain things, but in this particular setting, I don't think it's very good. We're going to play both of these and discover 2 spells. Let's go with another Hysteria. Let's go with Heart of Cthulhu. and then lower all of their costs again with... This is not the worst thing in the world. Apotheosis is okay. Although, then again, I need a minion for it to go on, and I already have Apotheosis in hand. This will be 7 mana. Yeah, I could go with this. I can go with that. What if this gives me, like, Blade Master Samuro or something? That'd be insane. This is why we took Heart of Cthulhu, by the way. So we can just wipe the board. We knew that this was coming. I guess technically I could have done that as well and gone for Condemn, but... Really, I'm not getting that many good, like, removals. Eye of Cthulhu's probably the best, like, removal. Actually, we'll take a Shadow Word Death, just in case he plays, like, Arbor up and pumps something up a ton. The other cards are just not that good, to be fair. Control Warlock, 9. Control Priest, 8. No Minion Mage, 8. Token Druid, 7. OTK Demon Hunter, 6. Miracle Rogue, 5. Gosh darn it. Okay, we're still able to wipe this board, luckily, but it's just gonna be slightly problematic. Like, I want to draw a Condemn. Zarilla would be insane. But even if not, we can still probably wipe the board without too much of a problem. It's just gonna take a lot of resources. I need to wipe this, though, right now. One, 2, 3, 4, or wait, no, it doesn't even cost anything. We can go with this, I guess, now. I mean, if we get Blade Master Samuro off of this, that's great. Or Zarilla, I guess, would be fine. Okay. Somewhat lackluster, but it's fine. So we go 1, 2, this, I guess. One, 2. As long as this doesn't hit the same, all of these minions one time, as long as it hits one of them twice, I'm happy. Oh, snap, that was actually perfect. And then we'll go with that and see what else we can discover. We'll take another insight, why not? Still looking for Zarilla or Blade Master Samuro. I have 1600 dust. What do you craft first, Blade Master or Yogg? I mean, Blade Master and Yogg are both optional cards. I don't think that either of them are mandatory, but if I had to choose one, I'd say Blade Master. Personally, that's just my own choice, but you don't have to, obviously. You might just go face here. I'm fine with that. Lunar Eclipse, I'm assuming. What's getting out of hand? What do you mean? Lunar Eclipse is fine. I mean, saying grind to high legend isn't necessarily false. I am grinding to high legend. It's just, you know, taking a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. I'm gonna be honest with you. Thought it would be no time at all. If I Soul Mirror, the 5/6 still lives. I could just Hysteria the 5/6. Because Soul Mirror is like a board wipe. Yeah, let's just Hysteria the 5/6 and tear apart myself. I guess I could have incited. It's fine if it's not corrupted. Oh my god. I'm drawing so poorly. I'm actually drawing pretty poorly. On the bright side, that means I have like 2 minions left in my deck. I have a 50-50 chance of Idol of Yashraj being Blade Master Samuro. And even if I just draw him naturally, it's not that big of a deal. So, I mean, I'm fine. What deck am I playing afterwards? Face Hunter, it appears. Or Secret Rogue. One of those two. I thought this deck runs Yogg. Dude, everybody's like, Yogg, Yogg, Yogg. And I'm like, Yogg isn't even that good, man. Woo, sheesh. I mean, we might as well just put Apotheosis on this guy at this point and heal up max. Like, what's he supposed to do against that? We still have another one in hand and tons of removal. We're chilling, man. How does this deck compare to Control Warlock? I mean, I'd say it's better than Control Warlock in, like, every single way. I'd say that Control Warlock's not great. I'd say that this deck is amazing. However, does have a bad matchup against Control Warlock. So, like, the head-to-head fine. I'll give you Control Warlock wins. But in most other matchups, this one would be the optimal. Like, this is my highest win rate deck of the season. I'm currently 14-3 with it, with a pretty decent spread of classes, and it's about to be 15-3. And, like, this doesn't really matter. I'm about to wipe this entire board off the face of the earth. Like, I just soul mirror this, right? Like, it doesn't matter. You kill off the weakest one, and then just soul mirror. Right, soul mirror kills everything. And then we can heal my 12-7. All these things die. No biggie. Let me just heal my 12-7. Make it 12-9 so it's impossible to kill. Good night. Game's over. Yeah, game's basically over. He just needs to concede at this point, yeah. Like, look how good this deck is, man. In none of these games was it even close that I was gonna lose. Like, I was never even sweating. The Hunter deck was the closest, but even then I knew I was gonna win. And the only reason I was sweating was because I discovered 6 spells and got no heal spells. No, I got 1 renew, I guess, technically. But I was looking for another renew, Desperate Prayer, Apotheosis, anything. And I didn't get it. But even then, like, the lowest he got me was 15 HP, and I did 6 of that damage to myself. Why not run Sethic? Because what's Sethic gonna get me? There are like 6 target cards in the entire deck. There are 2 Holy Smites, 2 Renews, 2 Shadow Word Deaths, and a Hysteria. And 2 Hysterias, sorry. So that's 8, I guess. I guess the Sethic wouldn't be bad, but like, what do I take out for it? I think Raise Dead generates me resources. Yeah, Mr. Pwnecake, though, that's the thing. Who cares if it has 1 bad matchup? By that logic, Face Hunter sucks dick because it literally cannot win against Control Priest. But no, Face Hunter is the 2nd best deck in the game behind, like, Aggro or Secret Paladin. Code for this deck? I'll send it to you right now. I mean, I'm not saying this deck is perfectly built, and there are things you could do to make it different. Like, you could take out the Devouring Plague. Like, I could take out 1 Devouring Plague right now and put in, the other dude, right? The Sethic, or whatever it's called. The one thing I will say about not running the Sethic, or whatever his name is I like being able to guaranteed draw my biggest cards with Insight. Like, I like being able to draw Blade Master, Zarilla, Malagos, Ysera off of Insight. And having another smaller minion kind of disrupts that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 1 Sethic's fine. I don't know. I don't think Sethic's the main win condition. And even if I do use it, it would be more of a late game play anyway. So, I mean, having 1's not bad, I guess. You could be correct about that. But the other card helps a lot into aggro. And if I didn't kill off both of those 2/2s that one time, I would have taken 8 more damage. I mean, nothing against Mr. Pwnecake for saying that Warlock is a problem, because that is a valid concern. It's just I get that question every single time I play this deck or talk about how good this deck is. And if people like listen to my videos or my tier list where I talk about that matchup isn't even that bad. What about the Prime? The Prime's okay. I think OTK Demon Hunter has above 50% win rate. For me, it does anyway. I'm 4-0 with it right now. It's really, really strong if you know what you're doing. The Prime's too slow. I can see the Prime being okay, I guess, but it's not great. Like, again, you have to think about what would you replace to put in that card. Like, what in this deck isn't good enough to run and you'd rather run the Prime? And even then, it's kind of like iffy, you know? I don't know. OTK Rogue with Alex Rose and Tengu. I already played that deck like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm gonna play a similar deck right now, though. But yeah, this is the deck. This is a deck J. Alexander used. It runs basically the play you wanted, the Tenwu and the potential OTK. Why no Hanar? I feel like I had that exact same question, but you probably don't need Hanar. But if something feels bad, I'm gonna take it out and put Hanar in. I don't know when Grandmasters. I don't know when the Grandmasters are. I usually just ignore that they're going on, honestly. I don't really pay attention. That's probably bad, but I am too busy making my own content and all that stuff. Kaloan! I don't know how to say your name. Kaloyan? Dinchev? I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. But thank you for the support. I'm glad that you watch every video and you come to all the streams, and I'm glad that you're here, man. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Happy to answer them. Why don't you stop playing Hearthstone and play League of Legends? I guess I did say technically you can ask me anything. That's a weird question. But, I don't know, to answer that question, I do enjoy Hearthstone. I will admit, sometimes the game can get a little bit stale, if the meta isn't very good. That's basically the same for any meta, or any game. Dude, wait, I literally got rid of Blackjack Center and Tenwu, and I immediately drew 2 other ones. That's crazy. But, I don't know, I like League of Legends. I'm just not good enough at League of Legends. And League of Legends is even more saturated than Hearthstone is. Gonna place a secret. This is more to just draw cards. This is just to draw cards. I don't know why this is called secret. It runs 4 secrets, but it's not even that, like, they're not even that important. Efficient Octobot. Let's play both. This will give me a spell, potentially. Oh, you're good. I like you. You are potentially really good with field contact. I feel like this is better. I feel like that's the best card here. But anyway, sorry. I'm Plat in League, although I do play League relatively well. Like, I could probably get Diamond if I wanted to. It's just more of a, like, I need to get there kind of thing. I don't know. It's just a, I don't know. It's a game that's very saturated, and I'm not as good at it as I am at Hearthstone. There we go. That's. I don't know why it took so long for me to get to that answer. Can I ask another question real quick? You can ask whatever question you want, my dude. This is why we're here. Wow. Okay. Well. I know that you wanted me to get an OTK with Tenwu and Alexstrasza, but I think getting 2 Mancrics out is pretty solid. Is 2 Mancrics really that good? Do I want to do that? Is it better than, say, Jandis or Alexstrasza? Maybe. I mean, I feel like it would be hard for him to deal with 2 Mancrics. I'm able to get them, and I have field contact with 2 free brain freezes. Like I'm going crazy next turn. You have no idea. But go ahead, ask whatever questions you want. I have 1600 Dusk. Should I craft Samuro, Cthulhu, or another? I would say Cthulhu. Cthulhu's really good in like a lot of different control decks. Like Warrior and Priest both run Cthulhu, so I'd say that. Do you like the current Rush Warrior? Yes. What can I replace Jandis with? You could probably replace Jandis with another draw card. Maybe replace Jandis with Hanar or something like that. Oh? Wild? Crazy?
This guy's tough.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Cool. What next? Are you gonna Shadow Step it or something? If you Shadow Step it, I feel like that's such a waste of a... Oh! This guy's going crazy! He's gonna go crazy! This guy went nuts, I gotta say. Holy, wait, that was such a good play. Wow, wait, that was actually insane. Respect for that one. We'll kill off this in the 3-3 and just draw some cards real quick. Wicked Stab's fine. Secret Passage. I want to draw some more things if possible. Nice! And we get Brain Freeze and another Pen Flinger, so we get to draw even more cards and bounce stuff back. We go boom, and then Brain Freeze. Draw a couple more cards and pass. I could Shadow Step this if I want. Do I want? Yeah, why not? This will allow me to draw more cards later on. That's not bad. I like that. Potentially getting me to 2 Olgras sooner. What card do you replace Tenwu with? Tenwu is kind of important to the deck because it gives you a lot of options. But if you want to replace it, I'd say Hanar. But if you don't have a legendary, I would say Guardian Og Merchant. So that way you could easily trigger the Efficient Octobot. Or another Pen Flinger, because Pen Flinger isn't awful in this matchup, I guess. Wait, what was the last card I played? Shadow Step? Are you going to play Shadow Step again? Like, what?
No one crosses the uncrowned.
No! He's going to play it so many times! He could technically play this his entire turn. His entire turn is just this. I'm assuming you concede at the end of all of this, but this is so funny because the last card I played was Shadow Step. If you say that you're a Yasuo main, I will stop watching. No, and jump off a bridge. No, I play jungle a lot. I play Xin. I play Wukong. Starting to pick up Diana jungle, and because I was just curious to see if it worked. I play mostly tanks like Zac, Sejuani. I just like playing tank and fulfilling that tank role with CC. I don't know, it's just something that I've always liked doing. Imagine if Edwin still existed in the game, and at the end of all of that, he played like a 12-12, or not a 12-12, like a 100-100 Edwin at the end of all of that. That would be crazy. I think I just played Kazakus, right? Kazakus and then play a Blackjack Stunner, so the last card I played was a useless card. Like, oh no, I'm giving him a Kazakus. Ah! Let's go with Divine Shield double, maybe? Whatever, it's fine. Last card I played was a Blackjack Stunner. Does anyone know where I can find this deck code? Oh shoot, I'll send it. It's, I'll actually send the, Hearthstone top decks thing. Because that way it's easier for you to just get... Oh, shoot. That was a fun game, though. I've played Rally Priest. It seems decent. Hey, Z-Starp. How's it going? Because Kazakus is probably the best standalone card in the game. $69 EXP, nice. Nice. So Mancrick is one of the best cards to keep. Wand Thief is pretty decent. Brain Freeze is not good. And Blackjack Stunner is the worst card to keep. So we will keep both of these because they are pretty decent. I like Shadow Step. I think this matchup could be, I think this matchup could end up being determined by a ton of Mancricks if I want to Shadow Step him a couple of times. Dude, having a ton of Mancricks is just so much fun. I know that technically speaking... Right? You want to play Shadow Step and Tenwu on Kazakus, Jandis, Alexstrasza, but Mancrick is the fourth best option. Alexstrasza is the best option if games go late. But Mancrick, he's pretty good if the game goes, like, mid-game focused, you know? Like, if I'm playing against a Priest, or like a Warlock, Alexstrasza could end up being super duper important. But if I play against a Warrior that's more mid-rangey, I think... At least Jandis, Kazakus, or Mancrick are good. And I mean, I got Mancrick, so I might as well play him, right? It's fine. I play the Octobot. I don't think he can pump this up yet. I'll play Octo. We'll see what happens. Kazakus has a 20% play rate in the whole ladder, bro. I mean, I think Kazakus is one of the best cards in the game. Warrior will kill Mancrick easy. It's got 10 health. I don't think you'll kill it easily. But you're probably right. It's probably better to get something better. That's fine. Okay, so that still triggers. I didn't know if that would still technically be the case, but it's fine. Jandis. Oof. Didn't get Jandis off in time. That's fine. 5-drop, we can coin it out next turn. Rush. Summon a copy. Yeah, sure, why not? Coin out a 10-10 Rush for 5 mana, while also being able to play Wand Thief next turn. Pretty good. I started a new account. Which free deck should I take? I'm a Warlock Pro. Well, then play Warlock, I guess. I don't know. If you're a Warlock Pro, then just play Warlock. Oh, he wants to kill off his 1/3s. Okay, I understand what's happening now. What he wants to do is conditioning this next turn. We go bonk, bonk, bonk. Don't give him this satisfaction quite yet. I'll be able to play this as well. That was a misplay. I wish I could take that back. I wanted to save it for field contact. That was kind of troll. Freeze a minion, kind of useless. Flame Strike could be good later on, but not really good right now. Texas Blast can kill a minion. Doesn't get me anything, though. I think Flame Strike will probably be best. I think he's going to flood the board with a ton of things, and at some point Flame Strike will be the best option, I guess. I kind of trolled. I shouldn't have played the Wand Thief. I should have saved it for field contact. He conditionings and then runs into my 5/4s.
I'm gonna be the best.
I'm gonna be the best. It's gonna be a lot of stuff next turn. I think I want to go Man Crick. And just weapon. I don't want to play this yet. I need to save Prize Plunder to kill a potentially really big minion. Shadow Step can be useful in something else like Jandis. Oof.
You aren't even ready for this. Here for a good time.
So my board gets wiped.
Here for a good time. Here for a good time.
Trade. Trade. Fair enough.
Here for a good
Like, he loses all of his 3/3 rush minions, though, right? Well, not all of them, obviously. He loses a couple. No, wait, my 1/2 will still live. He can't kill my 3/4. So, I mean, I guess I could still wipe this board.
Bring me their tusks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mana is all I need. I get tons of Man Cricks. Gonna be kind of hard for him to deal with. Yeah, let's do that.
Their tusks.
And you get to draw several cards off of this. Not bad. If we can draw like Prize Plunder or another Prize Plunder or Brain Freeze, that'd be sick. Olgra, put in the deck. Efficient Octobots, whatever. Shadow Step, play another one. That was 5 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blackjack Stunner's kind of useless, but we'll still play it to draw a card. And then Prize Plunder the 6/5.
Give me that. Look what I got.
Not bad. I'm passed. We can Swindle next turn. We can Flame Strike potentially. Oh, shoot. I'm an idiot. Okay, well. I'm officially an idiot. This is what Flame Strike is for, though. I'm not an idiot. This is all planned. This is all planned. We planned and set up for the perfect Flame Strike turn. Olgra's perfectly fine. In fact, some might even say she's pretty good. Another Olgra's pretty good. This is why we shuffle a ton in the deck. This is why we do it. This is why we do what we do. Flame Strike. Pass. No biggie. Why do you not Shadow Step 1 there? I mean, I don't know. I had the play where I wanted to Shadow Step Man Crick. Why would I Shadow Step? I mean, I guess I could have Shadow Stepped 1. It probably would have been better, but no, he's just done. Sick. Can you mute the in-game music? It's weird. But the in-game music, I mean, I guess, no way. I guess I could mute the in-game music. But keep the master volume so you can still hear the stuff. Maybe that'll work. Wasn't that just Jandis double Shadow Step? I wouldn't have been able to play Jandis twice, though. Like, I don't feel like that would have been that good of a play. Like, it gives me 2 minions, but why would I do that when I could play Man Crick and draw 3 or 4 cards? And try to reset my hand while also wiping the board. I'd say Control Priest, 100%. Egg on my face, Man Crick did it. Olgra's just chilling there in the sun? No, bro, she's dead. She's whoof. She is big dead. I don't think I've lost a game today. Yeah, I'm 5-0 today. It's not bad. Probably gonna end up losing a game at some point, but that's nice that I haven't lost a game recently.
Shall we dance?
Ambush might be okay to keep. Ambush is actually a pretty decent keep, apparently. It's kept about 50% of the time and is the like 5th highest win rate card when kept according to Hearthstone Replay right now. And I mean, it's a good card. Like a 2/3 poisonous is essentially like a 3-mana minion that I could get and attack with turn 2, which is pretty solid in my opinion. Or we can save it to Blackjack Stun or something. Like if he plays the Octobot, we could bounce it maybe. I'm not sure. We'll save it. We'll bounce something next turn or soonish, I guess. I feel like that's better. Play your silly Octobot. Octobots roll out. It's like Autobots, get it? It's funny. What's the best Warlock deck apart from Ticketus? Probably Mill Warlock, but there really are no good Warlock decks other than Ticketus. Full disclosure, they all suck. Currently ranked I think Control Priest is the best deck in the game right now, especially if you want to climb, because it beats most of the things in the meta. Kind of trolled. I guess I should have played that turn too, rather than weaponing.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Weird. Weird. I need to kill that 3/2 before he draws a ton of cards. I don't like this play. But I have to kill off this 3/2. If I don't and he draws a ton of cards, I'm just going to lose. I guess I could have Shadow Stepped something instead of... no, I think that was better. Warlock is the best class, take it back. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Warlock is my favorite class. It's super fun to play in my opinion. The problem is it's just not very good right now. And that's not a bad thing. It's just... it's not great right now. It's not great right now.
You better ride into my trap.
Bum 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 bum. Coin. Prize plunder? Why would you... oh, I get it.
Give me that.
He's using his Shadow Step.
I'm looking for a few good mercenaries.
5-drop, obviously. Divine Shield is best, and deal 3 damage is probably better than drawing cards because I have this. So go deal 3. And then I think I'd like to ping. Hit. Shadow Step Kazakus. Okay. All things considered, not bad. Greater Golem should be able to kill off some things, or at least do some solid damage. I mean, 5/5 Divine Shield isn't the worst, I guess.
No one crosses the uncrowned.
I played Shadow Step last. That's a little unfortunate. I get bullied at school for playing Hearthstone. Should I take a... wow, no. Do not do that. I don't know why you would even... do not shoot up a school. Jesus Christ. I can't wait for the next Kazakus to let you craft your own weapon. Craft your own hero. How crazy would that be? Not bad. And just pass. It's a pretty meh play, but it'll do.
What makes something real?
I mean, we can pen flinger and what the fuck? Ah! Okay, you know what? It's fine. He shadow steps it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Is what I tell myself to make myself feel better. It's not the thing that dies, that's fair. Kill this off. I could just dirty tricks. Kill. Nah, we'll Secret Passage. I feel like Secret Passage gives me more stuff in total anyway. Oh boy. Actually, this is kind of nuts. We bounce this back to the hand. I mean, might as well, right? And then it'll do 3 damage to that. It's no biggie. Then we get to also play this to generate another card. Kona Cold is probably best. Ice Berry is probably decent actually too. We'll go with that because it's a secret, and then we pass. It's not bad. We still have Blackjack Stunner with Dirty Tricks, which could be good. Kazakus to get me another 5-drop, although we might go for 10, honestly. Oh boy, I'm kind of messing this game up, aren't I? But it's okay. What is the best version of Control Priest? The version that you showed in your last video with Cthulhu and Yogg? Or one before that you showed on stream? I think the one that I showed on stream is pretty solid, personally. Fine, whatever. I mean, both of our things are gonna die. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I'd rather draw cards. Ping. Bounce. Then play Kazakus. We'll trade here. Play Kazakus. Go for a 10-drop, I think, actually. I feel like 10 is insane. Do I want Poisonous or Divine Shield? Poisonous do damage to everything. Could be kind of spicy. I was kind of hoping for Lifesteal, honestly. Rush. Is Rush going to help me? What does he play? No, I think I go Poisonous because he's probably going to play Jandis at some point. And deal 3 damage to all. Seems good. And then we can also just go like Ice Barrier to protect myself and make him think it might be a counterspell. We have Alexstrasza with Shadow Step. Then we have Superior Golem to just massacre the board. And that's fine. I use the term "it's fine" loosely. Dude! The pool of 5-drops is so good. It's crazy. Fair enough. Draw me some cards, please. Play a spell if you don't mind. That would be lovely. Poison's on a 10-10. Why? Because it does 3 damage to everything. It'll just wipe the board. So, like, if he develops something and plays minions, I mean, it just wipes it. I would have liked to have had Lifesteal or something else, but it's going to be a board wipe that also gets me a 10-10. Because, so, what happens is, it stays, like, the 10-10 has Poisonous, so the Battle Cry will also wipe the board, is what I was getting at. Why no Hanar? Because Jay Alexander didn't run Hanar, so why should I? So your comment on Sliss's video. It's good to see streamers actually bringing up the issue to people. Oh yeah, for those of you who haven't already, go and check out Sliss's channel. I will link it right now, actually. And I'll probably start putting it just like in descriptions and stuff of my videos. What the? What? No! That's so cringe, man. Actually cringe. Kill, brain freeze, kill this. Oh my gosh, this is actually not ideal. Octobot, ping. Kill this. I don't care if I lose the pen flinger, honestly. It doesn't matter to me. I just drop Octobot and pass. It's not bad. Honestly, we developed a pretty decent board, and we can just wipe the board next turn with Superior Golem. But anyway, sorry, here's Salissa's video. She basically talks about the lack of representation in Hearthstone, like, tournaments and invitationals. There's Man Crick. It's kind of unfortunate. Bada bing, bada boom. And I don't really know what I... Oh, wait. Chen already did it. But I'm sending it again in case it wasn't the same one. Oh, no. That was the exact same one. Okay. Gonna be honest, things are... Gonna be honest here, things only become to be because things are spoken about regardless if it's like a joke. If you call someone a racist enough, they will most likely become a racist, so be careful. Is that true? Like, how accurate is that? Is that actually how it works? I kind of want to play Janus and draw cards and ignore... What? Oh, I forgot that they stay in the hand. That's so dumb. Oh. That's kind of rude, actually. Okay, 16 plus 6 with the Wicked Stab is not enough to kill. I think that technically I have enough damage to kill if I weapon and play this. Like if I go boom, weapon hit, bounce this back to my hand. 8 plus 6 plus 7 here is enough damage to kill him if he doesn't kill me. So we have lethal setup, and if he does set up stuff on the board, we can just Superior Golem and wipe the board. And if he plays something like Counterspell, well, that would suck quite a bit, actually. Don't put women in ever because it would look bad when they lose. Big yikes. Dude, that was apparently a quote. That's so like, why would you ever say something like that? That's so garbage. And then Slissa, like, outperformed everyone in the tournament that they said that about anyway. Like, it's so dumb. Like, I'm not gonna pretend to be, like, super informed or even be able to relate to it fully, but it's definitely not right to not have, like, even moderate representation. Oh, I think I snagged my foot on a cord there for a second. Sorry. Like, having a token female on each team and having it be, you know, no shame on Ali Straza. She's amazing. Watch her all the time, actually. But have it also, like, almost always be her. She's clearly just, like, the token. You know? And that's not great. Okay. I still have enough damage for lethal. If it's Counterspell, do I lose? Wait, what? Why are they still in... Why are they still in the hand? They're not supposed to stay there entirely. They're just supposed to stay there until the end of the next turn. Wait, why does he still have all the spells? Why does he still have all of the spells? Wait, what? Wait, what? Like, the interaction is essentially like, hey, technically the card was cast. Wait, that's so weird that that's how the interaction works. That's so stupid, actually. I'm actually upset about that. What the heck? Okay, well, that's dumb. Hearthstone isn't good to big streamers. Yeah, I've heard that before. Is it Counterspell? It's Mirror Entity. Let's see if it's Counterspell with this first. Okay, it's counter, so we just win. We just do 8 and then 6. We'll play. I was assuming that the card he got was Counterspell, which is why I didn't want to hit him in the face. Or why I didn't want to commit my spells to the board. I'd rather wipe it. If it had been Mirror Entity for some weird reason, well, then I would have been screwed, actually. I would have been absolutely just destroyed. Because the battle cry goes off first, and he'd have a 10-10, I'd be at 7. It was really a 50-50 on whether it was Mirror Entity or Counterspell. But I'm pretty sure that since he thought he was going to lose to a 6 damage card like Wicked Stab, that he played Counterspell. Like, I was 80% sure it was Counterspell, 20% sure it was like any other spell, or secret rather. So I took the risk, and it paid off, I guess, but still kind of weird. Yeah, I should have tested for mirror there. That was a really, really big misplay. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. I literally had a 0 cost minion. That literally should have cost me the game. My winner with this deck so far is 3-0. I'm 6-0 on the day. But I did play Control Priest, which is kind of like a cheat code, so I don't think it really counts. Do I like your profile pic? It's too small for me to even really like see your profile pic. I literally can barely even tell what it is. Okay, looking at the opening hand, let's see here. Dirty Tricks is good to keep for draw purposes. Brain Freeze, he's probably not going to be minions, right? He's probably going to be like no minion mage, which means I coin out Dirty Tricks, and then I play Dirty Tricks again, and I just let that draw me 4 cards, and hopefully we can, you know, draw up like Efficient Octobot. That would be nice. But yeah, basically, if you haven't already watched Sliss's video, I don't want to get too into it, but Chen, you brought it up, and that is a very important thing. Unequal representation in Hearthstone. And I think that quoting, what was the quote? We don't want to put women in events because it would look bad if they lose. That's so crappy, man. Like, it's actually cringe. Maybe he tries to ping this. I think coining it out early is good. Maybe it's bad. But either 1, he doesn't deal with it, or 2, he pings it right now and only lowers the cost of a couple of cards, but that's still better than nothing. That's fine. We get Man Crick. That's fine. Let's play both secrets and probably just pass. I'll save this for when I need it for later. Like, I like playing Wand Thief and these like small little cards when I have something on the board that I know I need to try to counter. Brain Freeze and Swindle, not bad. I think I just play Man Crick. I mean, we just need to apply pressure and eventually, like, kill him, right? A 3-10 will be really nice, eventually. He hasn't played in Cantor's Flow, so his stuff is all full cost. Sucks to suck, loser. All of your stuff is full cost? Who would have guessed? Whoa. I hate to bring this up again, but I just went to Twitch, and out of the first 50 streamers, only 2 were female. Wait, what just happened? Oh, Devolving Missiles hit Man Crick, and that's fine, I guess. But no, yeah, it's exactly it. Like, it's crazy. Boom, Swindle, boom, boom. I'll talk about it in a second, sorry. Ping. Is there any way I can ping, Swindle, ping, but then I'd lose Penflinger. Ping, boom, ping, Brain Freeze, nothing though. I feel like we just draw cards like this and brain freeze that at the end of the day. That's fine. We didn't end up using Penflinger, but that's okay. Penflinger is more useful with Octobot anyway, I guess. But no, yeah, like, it's crazy. And she brought up some good points about, like, the psychology behind it all. And, like, women are never going to get into the game if they're never represented within the game. Or not within, but, like, in the competitive scene. Like, if they don't see girls playing it, they will never think girls are allowed to play it or something like that. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but that was essentially what she was talking about. I agree with the equality thing, but if only 5% of the dedicated streamers are women, then the reason why it's mostly men, or that's the reason why. But, like, you have to think, like, is it the chicken or the egg that came first, right? Like, is it 5% women because women are shunned and, like, people are toxic to them in their own chats, so they don't want to stream or play the game because they feel like the game's not for them? Or is it just because only 5% of women have any interest in video games? Because I can tell you right now, girls like to play video games. Hold up, I need to figure out how to trade this and we can get back into the topic. I kind of want to prize plunder this. I feel like that's probably the play, right? Boom. Prize plunder. Ooh, wait, maybe I actually need to discover something cheap. No. I definitely oopsed that one. That's my bad. I definitely screwed this up. Like, massively. Okay, well, we don't talk about this. We just killed both of those off, and we start anew because I was trying to do something else at the time. Stats can be misleading. That's also true. Like, if you look at the stats on, like, let's just say Hearthstone. Let's just put this back in terms of Hearthstone. Hearthstone statistics in the meta say that Control Priest is a garbage deck when it was the most played deck in Grandmasters, and I have a, like, 85% win rate with it over, like, 20 games. Another reason why it doesn't show the whole story. You know? Like, there's more to it than that, you know? I don't know how else to explain it. Let's kill, play Jandis, and then eventually we'll play, like, Field Contact and pop off. I really wasted the stupid Wicked Stab, and I feel dumb for doing that. I think I can still recover, because I can still get enough of a combo going, but I think that I definitely messed that up. You're insane. Gotta love that. Oh! If he doesn't kill it, I just Penflinger my own minion. Oh! Wait, that's insane! Hold up! That's crazy. My personal opinion, girls don't enjoy video games. Mirror plays Tenwu with Hanar if you want to. Yeah, Tenwu's good in the deck. I think it's better than Hanar, but Hanar's a good alternative. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a day, honka honka. And thank you for the $5. I appreciate it, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, he's actually gonna murder everything? There's no way, man. Wow. And then he gets to develop. Wow. It's so good. He's so much better than I am, guys. He is simply a better player. I can't even kill that with, like, Penflinger, so it feels kind of bad. I mean, I have a lot of good stuff here, but I feel like Secret Passage is just better. Let's just play these things and generate resources. I feel like it's better to just start trying to draw cards. Ring Toss. We'll go with Combustion. Brain Freeze is not great. This is good, I guess. This could be good with Penflinger. That's fine. Whatever. We didn't end up drawing as many cards as I would have liked, but it doesn't matter. I just think more women than men lose interest in Hearthstone because other games come out or they become more popular and want to do just chat streams. They used to have more women at events. I mean, I disagree. I don't know where you're getting that assumption from. Like, that's just saying that, like, I feel like this is the case. But it's not the case. Like, just because more women do just chat streams doesn't mean they want to do that. But some see an opportunity, and so they took it. And there's nothing, nothing against that. In fact, get that. If they're gonna make bank, they might as well do it. And if they see a opportunity in the market and they take it, that doesn't mean necessarily that they don't want to play Hearthstone. It's just that if that girl wants to stream Hearthstone and they're like, you're only popular because you're a girl, fuck off. So she's like, I guess I'm gonna go to just chatting now. Like, they're gonna switch to just chatting because guys can be dicks, especially to girls on the internet. And I mean, when I was younger and stupider, I probably did the exact same thing at some point, and I'm not proud of it. But like, we have to admit that there's a problem here. 5-drop, I'm probably gonna do this. We'll go, kinda want lifesteal to heal up a little bit, I guess. Deal 3 damage. I'll just do this and then this and pass. Not even fully focusing on the game at this point. Keep losing to Paladins? Fair enough. Can I copy the deck code? Yeah, I got you. One sec. One sec. Where is the deck code? I have it here somewhere. There we go. Actually, no. I'll just send you the deck code from Hearthstone or Hearthstone Top Decks because this is Jay Alexander's deck. I don't want to claim that it's mine. Naughty Ecor when he was a child? Stupid Ecor when he was a child. And like saying, oh, you lost to a girl and having that be a whole thing. Because like, I remember times when I've been like ashamed to lose to a girl in one thing or another. First of all, girls mature faster than guys. So losing to girls in sports at a younger age actually makes like physiological sense. First of all. Second of all, who cares? Like, you just lost to someone because they were good at a game. It doesn't matter what gender they were. The fact of the matter is they were good. Yes, we finally got Olgra. We're so good. Oh, where's Alex Strut? Okay, well, that answers that question. That makes this a lot easier. Boom, Shadow Step. I mean, there was really not much else to play, and we kill him next turn with this, right? So as long as he doesn't kill me this turn, which I swear to God, if you kill me, I will be very upset. Devolving, I don't care. We just kill him with Dragon Queen Alexstrasza and Wicked Stab next turn. My girlfriend's addicted to Hearthstone and she won't stop playing it now. True. So if you moved away from Hearthstone and you weren't so dedicated to stream it and you got invited to an event, would you be as enthusiastic being there compared to if you didn't move away from the game? That's not a one-to-one comparison at all. Are you Counterspell? If you're Counterspell, please don't be Counterspell. Gosh darn it, okay. Fair enough. Are you also Ice Barrier? Please don't tell me you're also Ice Barrier. Fair enough, okay. Good job. You're simply a better player than I am, I guess. I'm actually gonna lose this game, which is crazy to me. Shadow Step. Brain Freeze this so I take a little bit less damage. Hopefully I don't die and I kill him with Alexstrasza next turn. But that's not a one-to-one comparison at all. Like, that's not saying they're inviting a girl streamer that stopped streaming the game. Girl streamers exist. And the lack of representation is one of the biggest reasons why girls don't play the game. Am I still dead? Does he still just kill me? There's no way, right? Apexis. I think I win, right? Okay, cool. We still won. Cool. I don't know. Like, I feel like... Okay, here's another statistic. Girls are more likely to just watch girls in general. Like, just because only 2% of my viewers are female, does that mean that females don't play or watch the game? No. Like, I'd like to actually see statistics and numbers about how many women actually play the game. Because who knows? Maybe the split's like actually 60-40 because girls are more likely to play mobile games, fun fact. So girls are playing mobile games because Hearthstone's a mobile game. And there are actually more girls playing Hearthstone than we think. They just don't feel comfortable enough to stream it because they feel like they're going to get ridiculed on the internet. Like, if I had actual numbers and there were more statistics, like, maybe you'd have a different argument. But just basing it on the number of streamers isn't a main argument. Like, you could literally make this discussion about race in the past and like hundreds of years ago, or just like 100 years ago, when there wasn't that much black representation anywhere, and you're like, well, that means they're just not interested. Like, no, it's obviously not at all this. It's not an exact one-to-one comparison. But if you make that argument, like, oh, there just aren't that many there, so they're not interested, means that like, you know, you can't make that argument. There are other things. There are underlying variables. I don't know. How realistic do you think the mulligan win rates on Hearthstone Replay are, given a few thousand games worth of data? I'd say that they're fairly accurate. I think that they're a little bit skewed some ways. Like, there's no way that a card has like a 70% win rate unless it's like Deck of Lunacy. But I feel like there are cards that have that. But like, like if you look here on Hearthstone Replay, you can see similar decks and see how many games are played. So if it is comparing it to a deck like this, right? Your win rate's going to be super high in your mulligan. Like, this card has a 70% win rate when kept in the mulligan. But that doesn't tell the whole story because this deck is very, very infrequently played. If you go with the one that's played the most and go to mulligan win rates, the win rate's at 60 per... Geez, Louise, it's still 60? But the point is, it's not 70. Like, the decks that it automatically picks are sometimes wrong because sometimes they'll just show you the highest win rate deck or class or whatever. That's not all the case. That's mean a lot too. If girls wanted to stream Hearthstone, they would. That's not entirely true. That's not true at all. Like, I've already said a lot of things about this, but saying that if girls wanted to stream, they would, that's not the case. Like, I wanted to stream and play video games and make videos on YouTube since I was like 11. So I made a video. I got ridiculed for my voice because I was a squeaker and people were like really upset about it. And I got self-conscious about my voice and quit like 2 months later. If girls are being called only popular on stream because they're girls and they have assets that guys don't have or whatever the fuck people guys say, like, that doesn't mean they don't want to stream. They were ridiculed and they were like, why am I even doing this? So they went to do something else. Like, just saying that if they wanted to stream, they would. It's not nearly as simple. And again, there are other things that you could compare it to, or like underrepresentation. Oh, it's just because they don't want to do it. No, it's because they don't have the opportunity to do it. Or if they do, they get like shit on for no reason other than the fact that like they're girls. Or if it's a race thing, like, there are also racial issues on Hearthstone and everywhere, obviously, but we're specifically talking about Hearthstone and underrepresentation on that. Like, if you looked at the people who are at this invitational, there is a lack of color of any kind, really. It's mostly just white guys and like 2 girls. And there are some Asians because it's very popular in Asia as well. But like, there are multiple issues. I don't know. Normally pick decks from Hearthstone Replay? Sometimes, yeah. Can you teach me how to make a Nerf hand grenade? Fuck off. I don't even have any Nerf darts with me. I would. I was thinking about making a second video on it when I got to 20k. Like a bigger one.
smart.
Actually, it's for both new and existing.
One sec. I'm doing something real quick. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of a lesson here, guys, on like games being more popular with guys. There's a reason. Adam Ruins Everything is a really great like just series in general. And look at how many dislikes this has. And this is probably a ton of guys being like, if girls liked video games, they'd play video games. That is not true. That is not always the case. First of all, let's just look at like a small thing, right? Let's just look at a small thing that you might not think about that much. And let's just go to the characters, right? Let's go to Jaina. Jaina was recently made to be like more family friendly. Just off of the portrait alone, it's obviously catering towards a male audience. And that doesn't even necessarily mean girls don't want to play it. But like, if we talk here, blah, 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 intro.
What about Pac-Man? He was a
Pac-Man was a boy.
The game was so popular with women that when it came time for a sequel, the developers gave it a female main character.
Yeah, girls liked the video game so much they made a female main character for Miss Pac-Man. Like that's the reason behind Miss Pac-Man.
Not Mrs. Ms. She was a
And there are a lot of other situations
MBA in eating ghosts.
where I forget where it was. Oh shoot, what was the thing where they talk about like the statistics about women playing phone games more?
They sold it in the toy aisle.
They sold it in the
By
toy
then,
aisle.
The toy aisle was completely separated into pink and blue, boy and girl.
Mhm.
Nintendo had to choose a side. They went with boy, and then they marketed to those boys relentlessly.
What's it like to play the Nintendo Entertainment
Two guys
System?
playing a video game, they're like, oh, it's a boy thing. Like this isn't necessarily meaning girls aren't interested.
Other brands soon followed suit.
Introducing Game Gear from Sega.
Look, it's more boys and more like explosions and stuff like that.
And kept marketing to them as they grew up.
Will you play like a girl? Like, fuck off, man. Oh, that's a penis. Where is the statistic about females playing games? Oh, here, it's probably here.
Boys just like video games more than girls do.
Sorry, Jake, that's a straight up myth. More adult women play video games than teenage boys do.
That's just counting stupid phone games.
So? Games are games, Jake.
And what do you think Hearthstone is? Guys, chat, what do you think Hearthstone is? Isn't Hearthstone just a stupid phone game? My wife is a huge gamer. Yeah, girls play games. Like, this is so stupid, man. It's a kid's card game, but it's a phone video game. And that's what women are more likely to play in general. They don't grow up with consoles. Hearthstone isn't a console game. Actually, it might be out on Switch now, right? Or something stupid like that. Like, wow, it has a Switch adaptation. But it's not a console game. Rank Diamond 5, don't have star bonus. You don't get a star bonus once you get to Diamond 5. Thank you for this space. Actually, I was glad to see your support for Slissa. I was scrolling down the comments. Is this guy again? Hey, Christopher, what's up, man? Hey, Christopher, it's been so long. How's it going, my guy? How's it going? How's it going, dude? I'm so happy to see you here again. It's been a couple of days. How have you been, Christopher? How have you been without your star entertainer? Wait, Timon, did you say something? Question mark, question mark. Made me like your stream more. Thanks, man. Okay, this is gonna be the last time I talk about this because Sliss is entirely right about this, and you guys clearly don't want to talk about this anymore. But we're gonna have this conversation real quick because there's still people who think that girls don't need the representation in games because only 5% of streamers are girls. First of all, personal anecdote. Just throwing this out there. I know I just said this, but I'm making a video on this now because I feel like things need to be said because people are being toxic, just in general. I made a YouTube channel, this one, a long time ago when I was actually 11 years old. And I made a video on how to make a Nerf Holy Hand Grenade, for those of you who don't know. And basically, I got so many dislikes and comments on the video about how cringe my voice was and I was a squeaker and all that, that I literally became self-conscious about my voice for the next, like, 3 to 4 years. I quit YouTube after 2 months because I couldn't take it anymore. And I was like, I don't want to deal with this anymore, right? And when you say if girl streamers wanted to stream, they would just stream. I wanted to play games and make videos on YouTube for like years, and I planned on doing it with my friends for years, and I do it for 2 months, get shit on, and so I quit. And that's essentially what's happening to like a lot of female streamers. Like when you see what they get typed sometimes, obviously it's not every single one of them, but like I've seen chat in just any girl streamer of any game. It's so toxic for no reason. And like saying that, oh, they don't want to stream games, so they go to just chatting. First of all, respect to them. They saw a market and some of these women go for it and they just chat with people and like, that's great for them, honestly. Like I personally like playing games and I would like to play games. But if I was getting shit on playing a game and saying I was garbage because of who I was, I'd switch to just chatting because I had a good personality, right? So there's that. Second of all, for those of you who haven't watched things on like Adam Ruins Everything, it's a really good series. I would recommend watching it. But let's just listen to this little excerpt real quick.
But boys just like video games more than girls do.
Sorry, Jake, that's a straight up myth. More adult women play video games than teenage boys do.
That's just counting stupid phone games.
But what is Hearthstone, I ask you? What is Hearthstone but a stupid phone game in itself? And just because girls don't have the representation on the game because they don't have that many streamers doesn't mean they don't want to, or doesn't mean they're not interested. It's a psychological thing that you're more attracted, or not attracted necessarily, but more inclined to do something if you see other people of your gender doing it. Another prime example, because Slissa brought this up, Mean Girls. I didn't watch Mean Girls until my girlfriend watched it with me because I was like, oh, it's just a girl movie. That movie is bomb, okay? That movie is like 8 out of 10, okay? That movie is a solid movie. And the same thing with like sports. Girls would want to play sports, and I had friends that were girls that wanted to play sports or continue playing sports with me after like, you know, the early ages, but we were split up, or they were just not allowed to do it in certain cases, which was pretty garbage. And I don't know, there are a lot of situations where all this comes up, and Hearthstone is one of the situations. If you don't see girls playing the game, girls are like, this game is not for me. And also saying that 5% of people are streamers because they don't want to do it is also not true. If you look back in history and look at underrepresentation anywhere and you say, oh, it's underrepresented because they just had no interest, obviously this is not as big of an issue as some of those things, but it's still like underlying issues of like things in the past. No, they didn't not want to do it. They were just shunned or underrepresented for like underlying like infrastructural reasons, right? Because of, you know, government or whatever the heck, or just social norms or social ridicule. And the point is that I'm trying to make here is there should be more representation in the invitationals than what the females get. And you can't just say females are gonna lose, because that was another thing. There was a quote from Blizzard that said we didn't want to include female gamers because it would look bad if they got like beat really badly. I don't have the exact quote. I read it a while ago. But the point is, Slissa outperformed most people in the tournament she was invited to. And she brought up a couple of other examples when like female streamers were invited because of one thing or another, because there was a 50-50 split one that she put on, and the girls outperformed the guys. And I don't know, like looking back, I feel like there have been a lot of times where I have been like, I've done sexist stuff, obviously. I'm not going to say that I'm perfect, but like the point is we have to look back and be like, wait, there are underlying issues here. We should change it. And maybe it's not the fault of the girls that they're underrepresented. Maybe it's the fact that it's like ancient, well, not ancient, but like marketing techniques from like 30 years ago, 40 years ago that has catered towards guys, and girls are like, we finally want to play games, and they're still getting like shit on for no reason. Like, I don't know. I've already talked about this for literally like 40 minutes with you guys. Surprised how many female Pokemon YouTubers there are out there. It's another thing. Girls play games too. Like, that's okay. I didn't know that, but just because there aren't maybe like as many Pokemon streamers or creators at the beginning, they eventually happen. The truth. Thanks for the $10, man. Thanks for like bringing this up. I know that you took a side that I didn't agree with, but you bringing up like some statistics and going in and counting all of the female streamers live right now and saying only 5% of them were female, like that was an important part of the discussion, I guess, but it's not the whole thing. Like, if you want to put this just in Hearthstone terms, by that logic, you'd say Priest is the worst class in the game, right? It's got the lowest win rate right now. If you go to the meta, you would go down here and say like, oh, it's a tier 4 deck, it's garbage, but Control Priest was one of the most popular decks in Grandmasters. And for me right now, it is my best deck by far. Like, I have played 18 games with it, and my Control Priest is 15-3, which is just one clear instance of when statistics don't tell the whole story. Like, there are so many issues with it. And like the fact that also we already know Blizzard doesn't treat content creators well. That's literally like why Disguised Toast left Hearthstone, or one of the major reasons. Like, we already know they treat creators badly. So why is it that this underrepresentation, why aren't we still like blaming Blizzard for this? Why are we still saying that it's the female's fault for like not wanting to stream? Like, we already know Blizzard does sketchy stuff. We already know that there's been underrepresentation and other stuff in the past. Like, why is this any different? I'm just saying that there shouldn't be Ali Straza always as the token female, and then one other token female on the other team, and being like, got him, we're good, got 2 females out of 10 or 20. We're good to go. It's not accurate. There are other ways that we could talk about representation in Hearthstone if you just looked at the people who were invited. The fact that it's like always the same people too is another issue, but that's besides the point. Then you could say like, oh, you're just upset because you're not invited. I don't care if I get invited to these Blizzard events. Would it be cool? Yeah, but I don't care. I'm doing great on my own. So just don't. If you guys are talking about like, oh, he just wants to be invited to these events himself and he's like blasting other people, I literally don't care. If I never get invited to a Blizzard event, I'd be fine. Do I want to be? Absolutely. Would it be great? Absolutely. But do I need to be? No, I'm chilling. I have you guys. We have a great community going on right here, and it's like the chillest, coolest group of people I've ever met. I actually haven't technically met you, but it's been fine. It's a difficult talk to have. Anything I said on both sides, so that's a fallacy. Can't be committed and can't try to help moderate situations that have become elevated. I mean, I don't know. How has Blizzard mistreated you? No, they haven't mistreated me. I'm too small to be even treated by Blizzard at all. That's the thing. I don't know. We got each other. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need Blizzard. I'm really glad I found your channel. Well, thanks, Honka Honka. Do you force girls to play? No, we're not forcing girls to play. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that us shunning them. And have you seen the chat in some girl channels before? Like, it's fucked up what people say. And you're saying that, like, that's enticing them not to play. Like I said, when I started doing this and I was called a squeaker, I became self-conscious about my voice. There was more to it than that, but that's the general gist. Self-conscious about my voice and quit YouTube for like 5 years because I felt self-conscious and felt like shit. That's probably what's happening to a lot of the female streamers who get called only popular because they're girls. Fun fact, there are a lot of girl streamers, and across the entire board, I think it was like Pokimane or Valkyrie were like the top streamers for girls, and they were like 48th and 57th place respectively. I don't know the exact numbers, but like, they're unrepresented and they get bashed for being successful only because they're girls when there are 47 people above them that are guys, and they don't get slack for that. Like, I don't know. The thing is, you can't fix problems based on inequality of outcome. The inequality of outcome of different things is natural and can never be equalized. I'm not saying it needs to be exactly equal. I'm saying it needs to be more equal than 18 guys and 2 girls. One of which is the same token girl they always have. I don't have any really close friends who play card games in general because it's a small genre in comparison to MMORPG. I don't know, this is more of just like a broad topic of like girls streaming in general. Like, for no reason, they'll just be, and I'm not trying to be saying I'm perfect. Like, I've definitely said and done shitty things. But the point is you gotta look back and be like, this is better. Shout me out, bro. Hold this big L. Consider this your shout out. Congratulations. Quality over quantity? I guess. But you got 200 people watching. Thanks, Christopher. Blizzard is bad even beyond Hearthstone. I mean, I don't want to call out Blizzard as a company entirely, but... Anyway, let's read something. Your point about the Jaina portrait is not relevant because it is Blizzard marketing in this capitalistic world, and I guarantee you that they have a very good reason for making the portrait that way. They had a very good reason of making Jaina the portrait originally. They were clearly marketing to guys. Like, that's not because girls don't want to play the game, but if you see girls represented in a game, like, fucking Tomb Raider, like... marketed towards guys exclusively. And in the Adam Ruins Everything video, guys were exclusively marketed towards games. Like, if you just look at it, it's only guys playing the games, and the female characters are heavily exaggerated.
Old-fashioned.
Oops, I didn't mean to play that. Let's just mute the video again. So again, like, why are we saying girls don't want to play games? It was marketed towards guys, but like, we're in a stage now where that doesn't matter. People say some stupid stuff, but I have felt like you did a great job of ignoring them. They seem to really hate that. Fair enough. What can I do about trolls? They attack anyone. Girls, boys, birds. I mean, I feel like they attack girls far more than boys. Like, again, have you ever been in a girl streamer's chat that isn't like Ali Strawza? Because I think Ali Strawza is pretty, like, a chill chat. They're pretty good all around. I hang out in Ali Strawza's chat all the time. Obviously, they shouldn't be getting abused or harassed in any way, but the representation should be fair and not forced. If the current representation is equivalent to the male and female spread, then shrug. But we don't know if it's equivalent because it is a mobile game and girls are statistically more likely to play mobile games than guys. Hearthstone is a mobile game and we don't have actual statistics on the representation. We have representation based on streamers, but again, that's only because girl streamers get shit on. Like, the argument that you're making with this representation thing could be taken back at any point in history. And like, oh, these people weren't being represented because they just weren't there, right? And that's because they didn't want to be there. That's not the case. And like, 0 of those situations is that the case. It's because they were shunned and put down and not allowed to be represented. Like, if you went into a job and every time you went into the job every single day, people were like, fuck you, you're only here because you're a dude, right? Fuck off, look at you and your shitty fashion sense. Get out of here, all that stuff, just toxic. All the time. Would you want to work there? No, you would leave, and that's exactly what's happening. But if more girls were able to stream, and if more girls streamed and there was a bigger girl community because girls were given the opportunity to be on a bigger stage like this Invitational, it would be better. Most guys just do to girl chats for the melons, which is bad when it comes for demanding and bringing up all the time instead of their personality. That's a whole other issue, and that's not entirely true. I'm just asked my girlfriend what games she played growing up. She said she only ever played Game Boy stuff, but that is exactly the point. It was marketed towards girls. That doesn't mean they don't want to play games. That means it was specifically marketed towards girls, and it was called a guy thing for decades. It's like sports. Like, I have had girlfriends, not girlfriends, but girlfriends in the past that have wanted to play sports with me. I played sports. I played basketball, soccer, baseball with them at a younger age, and we'd start going up. And we'd be systematically split. Like, girls have to play softball. There is a girls' soccer team. Girls can't play football. Girls can barely play basketball, even though they wanted to play. And we'd talk about it for a while, and they'd be like, meh, that's just the way it is. I guess I'll just play on the girls' soccer team then. Like, again, that's not... The argument that you're making is that girls don't want to do it. And I would like you to do a giant survey on that and say, do you want to play games? Because I can tell you right now that a lot of the girls I know do play games, even if it's just like more casual games like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is a fun game. Or they take games less competitively. That doesn't mean that they don't want to play games. In fact, they play more mobile games than guys, and Hearthstone is a mobile game. thing I'm saying, though, I wasn't saying that it wasn't necessarily the case, but what don't we know about the representation isn't actually correct. The bigger issue is harassment and focus. Yes, okay, the harassment issue should also be focused, and I feel like if the harassment issue is hit down on hard, then you would obviously have more girl streamers eventually, right? Like, it would be a progressive thing that would allow for a healthier thing overall. But I also think that if more girls saw girl streamers and they entered the chat and they would like defend each other and all that stuff, it would just become less toxic in general. Because if more Hearthstone girl streamers, or just Hearthstone or girl streamers in general, started popping up, it would be more normalized, is what I'm saying. Thousands of languages, but equal are speaking facts. I mean, I'm trying. Obviously, this is all just off the top, off the dome. I'm probably saying some stuff that's making me sound stupid. This is unedited. This is live. You guys are asking questions right now. It's a mobile card game based on RPG, though. Yes, but it's still a mobile game. And again, there are no real statistics on this. So we don't actually know the representation. And even if that's the case, that doesn't matter. Like, the fact... Okay. I'm getting a little bit upset here. This guy's a genius. I dig your cut of your jib, Ecor. I don't understand that part, but okay. Everyone has heard or seen the clips where people berate or insult girls in voice comms. Girls don't want to show themselves because they get harassed and bullied instantly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, girls want to play games, but they don't want to get harassed and shit on. My name in League of Legends, I'm going to log into my League of Legends account right now when I play Valorant. My name in League of Legends is XOXO Gossip Girl, because again, another show I wouldn't have watched unless I was recommended by my girlfriend, because it's like a mostly, looks like a more girl-based thing. First of all, bomb show. Second of all, I like the show. I was dared to do it, so I did it. And I cannot tell you how many times I've been flamed immediately because they think I am a girl. And they're like, oh, we have a girl gamer, someone dodge, or fuck this person, or like, oh, bottom frag because she's a girl. Even though, first of all, it's like round 1, and at the end of the game, if I'm doing well, it doesn't matter. But like, XOXO Gossip Girl, boom, that's my name right here. This is my account, right? Like, even though I'm not a girl, I've seen it. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying I haven't said shit like that in the past. I have, when I was younger and stupider. But like, it's so stupid. This speech is a repetitive thing. It's the worst and it's a lie. Well, you don't have to be here, Felipe. It's not a lie. At what point do you think it's a lie? You can't just say it's a lie. Where is your factual evidence to back up the fact that this is a lie, my friend? Just saying that, like, I don't think that girls want to play a game. Not games in general, Hearthstone in specifics. I mean, I feel like this is something that goes deeper than just the one game of Hearthstone. But also in Hearthstone, I feel like it's a mobile game, and we don't have the actual numbers, and there just needs to be representation. The argument of saying only 5% of people play it because that's the only people that want to play it doesn't necessarily apply if that group that only has a small representation is shit on every time they try to do it. Why are you talking about the number of girls playing mobile games and not the fact that Hearthstone is not talking about the number of girls playing Hearthstone in the first place? I mean, wait, what are you talking about? How many girls even watch streams? I mean, I feel like, again, girls would watch streams if there were girl streamers. It's the same thing that I was just saying with sports. Guys watch sports more because there are more guys in sports. That doesn't mean girls don't like sports. They have been, like, told to not play and not like sports. That doesn't mean they wouldn't initially. And that doesn't mean they still don't have the capacity to. And they probably would. And the same thing with, like, Mean Girls and Gossip Girl, my two examples. I was like, this is a girl thing. I don't like that. But then I watched it because my girlfriend was like, let's watch it. And I was like, wait, this was actually bomb. And I made it my not my username. Definitely not my username. Don't try to hack me. But my stage name, that's not it either. The name. My name in a game. What about the guys? Equor literally just said he got bullied. But I feel like that's, first of all, smaller sample size, and it was just like an anecdotal piece of evidence. You can't use anecdotal piece of evidence to, like, prove a whole point. I was kind of doing that, but, like, you can to some extent, I guess. I don't know. Anecdotal evidence, weird. I can use it to kind of like prove a point, but it also can't be used in the same way. I don't know. But like, obviously it's not just a problem for girls. Obviously everybody's harassed, but girls are harassed a disproportionate amount is what I'm trying to say. Best rogue deck right now, probably Miracle Rogue, the deck I was playing, or a different iteration of that. That basically revolves around Alex Drowza, Shadow Step, and Tenwu. Put it all together, cool OTK, lots of burst damage, still a lot of tempo, it's pretty good. I have a video coming out on it. Igor's such a nice guy. I mean, I'm trying to be. I'm trying to, I don't know. I get what you're saying, man, true. Where do you study? I think it'll say a lot about you. UCI, I've said that on multiple occasions. I don't care where you are on the internet. If you're going to interact with people, you're going to run into assholes. But girls run into assholes a disproportionate amount of times. Tell me how many times that you logged into a game of, say, CSGO, Valorant, League, Hearthstone, whatever, and you were flamed right from the very beginning because there was a slight, like, chance you were a girl. Like, you were playing a fucking Nami in League of Legends, a girl character that's a support and something that people associate with females. And they're like, oh, it's a girl gamer, gonna be shit. Immediately, boom. Why does that not like kind of prove the point? Girls watch YouTube videos and TikTok videos. Girls are very much in the market of watching videos online. Girls would watch streams. This is actually a girl, by the way. Fun fact. One of the 2% of girls that watch me. So that's cool. Men just don't want to be dominated by women or younger people. But for me, wait, the chat moved. For me, I love it when women take control of the situation. I believe she's smarter than me 1000%. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's more of a like situation where just I don't like being in control as much because I don't have as much confidence. But I kind of feel the same way. Igor, the people who are challenging you on this are merely proving your point. It's the male privilege at its boldest. Yeah, basically. And they're like, well, girls don't want to because if they would, they would. And that's a very, like, male thing to say, I guess. And, I mean, as a male, I feel like that's something that I would have said, like, 2 or 3 years ago. But, I don't know. It's definitely proving my point just entirely. How is higher representation of girls in Hearthstone helpful in girl streamer harassment problem? Because if more girls streamed, more girls would watch streams because girls wouldn't feel like, oh, I'm immediately going to get shunned. It would be more normalized, right? Like this could be true about basically anything. I don't want to drop like race or anything into this, but as as representation of anything increases and it becomes more normalized, it becomes at least somewhat more equal. And obviously, there will still be harassment problems. There are still harassment problems for any sort of representation, like distribution anywhere in the world for any reason. Like there are always going to be harassment and discrimination, but the point is until you normalize it, it will always be a problem. My girlfriend would love to watch some Hearthstone streams, but we're Spanish and there's literally no Spanish girl streamers. So she doesn't want to watch because she's like, I can't relate to it. And we guys don't have that problem because everybody who plays video games and everybody who plays games in general are guys. And it's again the same thing with Mean Girls and Gossip Girl. I didn't want to watch it because I was like, oh, this is a girl thing. And I was like, wait, holy shit, it's the bomb. You know what else I like? That you don't boot people when they say ignorant stuff. That would be a really easy way for you to solve the problem, but you don't. Cool, man. Major props. Well, thanks, man. I don't know. I feel like if I even just change the mind of a couple of people, that's a big enough win, right? That's a win. I'll take it. Everyone must be respected. Show me some solution to make people respect other people more. In particular, I will change my Steam name to a female name to do this test. Dude, I didn't know that was going to happen as soon as I did that. But I've been flamed, obviously not like a ton, because when I speak, they'll see that I like or hear that I'm a guy, generally speaking. But sometimes they'll flame me even before I get to speak, and I just won't use voice comms to see how far they'll go. They'll call me like terrible things, and then I just report them for verbal abuse at the end. But you know, this argument is getting horrible. This isn't a good way to argue. So women only watch women. Well, women make their own community. The guys can more. I'm not saying women only watch women. I'm saying women are more inclined to watch women, and when it becomes more normalized, they will probably branch out and watch more people. And if it's more normalized, they'll be less shunned, and it'll just become a more equal place in general. Whatever. League of Legends is an awful community? Yeah. I'm not saying League of Legends has a good community. That's not the argument that I'm trying to make. The argument I'm trying to make is the fact that, like, I didn't expect this conversation to go as long as it did. I thought that it would be easy enough to just be like, here are some facts. Do a little bit of research on the topic. Do a little bit at all. Just a slight smidge. Just 5-10 minutes to do some research on this subject. The psychology of it. The, like, representation of it. How many girls actually play games. And then come back to me. But no. Also, girl streamers would encourage other girl streamers to start streaming. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. If girls weren't criticized as much, more girls would stream. If more girls would stream, more girls would be like, hey, this game is cool, I stream it, let's play together. And it would be, like, small at the start, but it would snowball, and it would become more normalized. And just because girls don't play games right now, doesn't mean they don't want to play games entirely. Anyway, Adorable Infestation is a keep, because hopefully we draw 1-drop. Imprisoned Felmon's probably the best win rate card when kept. So we're going to keep both of them. Arcane Shot's pretty doo-doo, though. Pretty doo-doo. You're right in your speech. The best way to improve the world is by setting a good example. Yeah. And I mean, that's the best I'm trying to do, you know? I don't care if you're a girl, a guy, non-binary, trans, white, black, Asian, blah, 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 everything. I don't care. If you're not even a human being, you're going to run into assholes on the internet. But what I'm saying is if you are not a white guy, you are probably going to run into it more likely than anybody else. And it is, and especially females, because we're talking about females again. Like, oh man, what? Well, that's so troll. What the fuck? You actually killed my guy with a randomly generated Gibberling and Prize Plunderer? He's simply a better player than I am. Also, I'm assuming that he's a he playing the game because of, like, decades of being told only guys play games. I don't know if this is a he. Probably is, to be honest, because, again, I don't know. That's what we've been programmed to believe. Have a bunch of version of Control Priest. If I post the code, would you take a look at it? Yes, I will, my friend. Yes, I will, Bader. I'll take a look at it. There's nothing really to play here. I guess I can kill off this. Play this, kill off that, and just flood the board a little bit. You got both Tundra Rhinos. That's not optimal. We on some race stuff now? I mean, obviously they're not exactly the same, but they have the same undertones. Like, they have the same basic underlying problems. Except, yeah. We don't need to get into all that. Right now we're just talking about the gender discrepancy. I don't feel Hearthstone viewers are very verbal or vulgar, though. I mean, just watch Slissa's video about her examples of how toxic people can be for no reason. You can't say women are less inclined to play if we don't know the statistics. That's another thing. Like, we literally don't know if that's true. It could be 60% female. We have no fucking idea. It could also be like 2% female. And maybe at that point, maybe females just don't want to play the game. But also, again, there's still underlying factors. It's like when I say statistics don't tell the whole story about anything. Statistics don't tell the whole... Okay, we lost this game. We got blasted. This deck kind of beats up on Hunter, though. Because they have so much early game tempo. It's no problem. Let's assume that less than half people play it. What is this? I allowed you to send a video? Oh, you're a mod. I forgot. I made you a mod. You can send videos. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I feel like a lot of men are insecure about women doing better than them. Dude, that was me not like a couple years ago. You were beat by a girl was something that was said by my friends like throughout early and mid high school. Like, eventually just learn that who cares? You got beat by someone. You lost. Sucks. That's one of the great things about video games. You don't know who it is. So, like, you just lost to a person. That's great. Oh. No, I am not able to click on the link of your video. For some reason. I don't know what the video is. Yeah, it's not working. I don't know why. People on the internet are just bored and look for trouble. Some Path of Exile streamer got early access and his chat said it wasn't fair. That he said life's not fair and people got pissed on Reddit. Oh, Reddit. Oh, this hand is bonkers. This hand is absolutely nuts. And it's against a mage. We win. 100%. But that was you in middle and high school. So child-ass adults who still have that belief. It's a shame. No, I know. And the whole thing is like we're programmed at a young age to be like, oh, lost to a girl. Haha, what a loser. And like eventually you just realize like, no, I just lost. I can't be like, oh, I lost to a girl, so it means more. Or like, oh, I'm more likely to beat her because she's a girl. Hopefully he doesn't kill us. I want to play this, coin this, so I can get a couple of 1/1s out on the board to apply pressure. Unfortunately, I drew both of my Tundra Rhinos, so I can't get them off of the Warsong Wrangler, but it's fine. If we can draw like Mancrick and get Barrack, that would be cool. I have 29,000 dust, but don't want to craft legendary weapon. You have 29,000 dust? I would recommend just crafting a couple of legendaries if you need anything. I encourage my sister to accept when she's wrong and be proud when she's right, but to stay humble above all. I mean, I feel like that's pretty good advice just in general. I feel like it's pretty good advice just in general, my friend. Quick shot. Damage. We need damage. The fact that there are no statistics is why the representation debate feels pointless. Neither side really has a point, and the harassment issue should solely be focused on until there is real info. But that's not even necessarily the case, because even if there is a statistical discrepancy, it's because it has been marketed towards guys for like 40 years. It's not necessarily because girls don't want to play. It's the same thing with sports. Like, oh, no girls play football. That means no girls have any interest in football. That's not necessarily true. There are probably girls that want to play football. Or baseball. Or basketball. And people, like, make jokes out of the WNBA. Like, the whole WNBA gets paid less than just Steph Curry. When you're made to see your entire thing, your dream of becoming a WNBA player, made as a joke, because like, oh, one NBA player gets paid more than everything, would you want to play basketball after that? Would you really want to like buckle down and do that? No, you probably wouldn't. Are you Ice Barrier? Darn. That's fine, we still push as much damage as possible. We'll kill him. We'll do enough damage. It's a mage. There's no real healing. We'll potentially out-value him late game. Like, even if there is, I don't know. You can't come to a conclusion. Sorry. Why did it jump like that? You can't come to a conclusion on stats alone. I've said this so many times, stats can't tell the whole story. I literally say this on, like, every single tier list video I've ever made. Stats can never tell the whole story because there are always, like, underlying issues. Like, by that logic, again, Control Priest would suck, when it really doesn't, by the way. Control Priest is probably one of the best decks in the game, but on Hearthstone Replay, Priest is the weakest class in the game, which is not true. Sometimes stats can be accurate, but just taking stats at face value is not everything. I used to be like Kirk, but I learned that I love to game for the purpose of entertaining myself, not for the entertainment of others. I mean, that's true, and obviously, I'm not saying, like, every girl that wants to play a video game also wants to stream. Like, not every guy that plays a video game wants to stream, right? Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if it becomes more normalized, it'll be more equal in general, and the representation might not ever become, like, exactly equal, but it'll become, like, somewhat equal. I'm gonna take the Warsong Wrangler, so we have a minion to pump up eventually, and so we can draw a card. Push some damage, not bad. Why don't you guys get some statistics? That's another thing. Why don't you guys get some statistics? Prove me wrong right now. Send me articles. I will reactivate the ability to send out links, and you can send me some just groundbreaking evidence to prove that girls don't like video games and shouldn't play video games, because they just don't, right? He's already said that 2% of his viewers is female, but that's not the point. Exactly, that's not the point. And again, it is a little bit the point, because since I'm a guy, girls are less likely to watch me in general. I mean, I know I'm pretty cute and all that, but like, I can only do so much. That's not, but not important. Point is, that's not the point. Like, the point is there are other underlying issues in general. I want damage. Piercing shot. Ooh, can I get lethal? If I go arcane shot, hero power, piercing shot. No, not quite, but it's close. I can do 4, 5, so that's 9. I can do 11 damage over the course of 2 more turns. Piercing shot could do. No, we'll take arcane. We'll take arcane shot. We'll pressure the board a little bit here. We'll give the middle one this, and then we'll drop the 1-drop. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 damage. I'm 1 off. Oh, I hope I don't die. So you're saying that because my viewer base of girls that watch my stream is only 2%, that is your statistic for only 2% of girls watching or playing and wanting to like play Hearthstone. And again, I just said that that's not true. Like, if it was a girl streamer, I would love to ask Slissa. I don't actually know Slissa, but I would love to ask Slissa what percentage of her viewers are girls, because I can guarantee you it would be higher than mine. It would be like 10, 20, 30%. And again, if girls felt more comfortable in this space, it would be done more. I'm from the UK, so I feel pretty educated. Okay, I don't know if you're slamming the US education system or not. Little toxic. But but good for you for being educated. I appreciate that. Gotta love the educated folk. I don't know what I'm saying. Piercing shot and arcane shot. That's exactly lethal. So sick. Got him. Girls definitely get more female views. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Like, just because 2% of people that watch my stream are females doesn't mean only 2% of the community are girls. I recorded myself yesterday for a few hours just to see if I would improve my win rate and force myself to think harder. Overall win rate improved by 8%. Yeah, it's true. That's true. I've had that same thing happen where if I'm not streaming and I'm just focusing super hard on winning, my win rate's so much higher. Like, my win rate on stream is like 53 to 55%. Off stream, it's like 60. It's crazy. Oh, you're not saying definitely 2% of his views is, but we can definitely conclude that it's much lower. You're saying that you can conclude that it's much lower? What are you talking about? You can't say something is fact regardless of statistic. What the fuck? That is the definition of a fact, with statistics and facts to back it up. Like, you could be right, and I would say that you are probably right, but you can't say that it is a fact without backing it up in some way. Like, that's like saying I'm the best Hearthstone player ever. Fact. Not gonna give you any stats to back it up. There is a 1 in my legend number, therefore the best. Like, the fuck? And who knows, maybe I could be the best. Maybe if I applied myself I would be, who knows? But like, you can't just say regardless of evidence it's a fact. No, regardless of evidence is an opinion, not a fact by definition, Kirk. So kind of weird champ. What's the highest rank ever? Have you ever competed? No, I don't want to compete. I don't like competing. My mindset. I get stressed about games really easily. I said less girls play Hearthstone, and that's facts, regardless of statistics. That is exactly what you said. How am I twisting that? No one said girls don't like video games. Like, a lot of girls have guy usernames for the sole purpose of not being harassed. Did you know that? It's pretty sad for female gaming. Yeah. Sounds like you're riled up. Dude! Oh my gosh. You literally taking my words and confirming them to your own agenda. You're wording out of emotion and needing to speak from a universal language, you understanding logic. Hey, course sounds like you're relevant. I am, it's true. I'll put $100 on it. I'm not saying that you're not right, probably. I'm just saying that you can't say that it is fact without actually backing it up. Like, you can't say something is fact regardless of statistics. You can't say that. Like, when I say Control Priest is the best deck regardless of statistics, that is not a fact. That is my personal belief on how I think Control Priest does, even though it is the worst class in the game. Statistically. So, like, again, regardless of stats can't tell the whole story. I mean, technically, Kirk, it's not facts, and highly likely, but it can't be confirmed as facts. I think it only hurts your argument just to argue against the other side of the debate. Yeah. Nah, it's fact. And that kind of ignorance is why arguing with you doesn't really work, my friend. Because if you don't even understand the definition of a basic fact, then that basically means this entire argument is rendered mute, correct? Because if you can't understand the definition of the very word that would, like, be one of the things that would be a main argument for your point, then your argument makes no sense. Does that make sense? Do you understand that? If you're saying that I don't know, I'm getting toxic right now and I'm trying to have a normal debate. I apologize, Kirk. I got a little bit heated. I apologize. Rewind a little bit. I apologize. But still. You gonna play more Control Priest? I have a video on Control Priest coming out and Clown Priest, so I would love to see that. He even cares about percentage of women or men play Hearthstone games in general. Constantly, we're talking about the representation of women because Slissa and a lot of other female streamers and Zeddy came out with videos and stuff on Twitter talking about how there's no representation of females in the invitationals, which is true. They got 2 girls, one of which is Ali Straza. Love Ali Straza, by the way. She's a great creator. And she's like the token female, and she's been on record like she doesn't like being the token. You don't play Warlock much on stream? It's literally like my most played deck this season. We keep blup blup. We don't keep this. Actually, fun fact. I think the rifle actually has a really high win rate when kept. No, I lied. We get rid of it. Sorry, never mind. I'm a liar. We don't talk about that. I think there was a time when it was a high win rate, but I'm pretty sure that was just a small sample size. Because at the time, not a lot of people were playing Face Hunter. This was like 2 weeks ago. So for a time, Rinling's rifle actually had a really high win rate, but it does not anymore, obviously. Also, if you want to take out Rinling's rifle and run another Knife Ender, that's very valuable. Not valuable, valid, by the way. I need to kill this before it snowballs. Paladin is just a bad matchup for Hunter. They have too much tempo and sometimes healing and all that. But you need statistics to know that most girls don't play Hearthstone. That's what I'm saying. Like, until there's statistics, his point doesn't make sense. But my point, like, from a psychological point of view... Wait, did he get the pen flinger randomly? Oh, weird. But from, like, that and statistics proving that girls do enjoy and play video games, so there is the capacity to enjoy Hearthstone, but girls get more flame on stream than in general. Like, that stuff's facts. I don't know necessarily the exact representation of girls to guys. And I'm not claiming to. In fact, I'm assuming that there are still more guys that play Hearthstone, but I'm assuming it's not like 90% to 10%, which is what is being represented on the tournament. Hey chat. Hey, Iker, how's it going? Wallop. Wallop. Gosh darn it, your name, I want it to be Wallop, you know, like the sound effect, you know, like what, like the crack of a bat, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, though. I'm losing my mind right now. I'm actually trolling. I'm not even paying attention to the game. Oh, man. What do you replace Barrack for? I would replace Barrack with another Knife Vendor, just something that does more damage. I can't beat Paladin. Paladin's an unwinnable meta. Like, this deck beats everything except Paladin. Except Paladin and Priest. The two Ps. PP. This deck loses to PP. Yeah, we lose to PP. Oh, sorry. Okay, Bader, send your deck right now. I'll look at it right now. I'm not going to play a game. I want to look at your deck. I did promise I would look at it. So send your deck one more time. I will look at it right now. I'm not going to start a game yet. I want to look at it. Okay, thank you. Sorry, my friend. I need to delete a deck. Let's delete... I'm probably never going to play Aggro Shaman again. That feels so mean to say. N'Zoth Warrior is probably bad. Let's get rid of that and copy this deck. Okay, I know it's Wallop. I just want it to be Wallop. Like Piplup. Pip. I don't know where I'm going with that. Everybody loses Priest mentally, true. How do you spell your uni name actually? UCI? What do you mean? If you look up UCI, you'll probably find it. So what do you want to... Oh, okay. Ooh, you run Focused Will for a silence. I do like that. That's interesting. I will say, a card that I would love to put in for you. I don't know exactly what I would take out right now, but this card... Venomous Scorpion. There we go. Being able to discover a random spell would be really, really good. Like, I might run Venomous Scorpion over Shadow Word Ruin because you can discover Shadow Word Ruin. I'd take out one Apotheosis. Apotheosis has proven to be quite a dead drop a lot of the time. One Raise Dead for an extra heal because you're playing against a lot of hunters. And other than that, it looks pretty good, actually. I don't know what your budget's like, but if you could fit Cthulhu in this deck for a late game win condition or Yogg-Saron, that would be really, really solid. Wait, what did I just take out? Uh-oh. Oh, I took out a Devoted Plague. That's a pretty good card, but again, you don't really need it. For another Condemn, maybe. Although it's an epic, so you probably don't have enough. Trying to think of a good late game that isn't a legendary. But, like, I feel like your deck would be, like, top tier, or at least really solid tier if you put, like, Cthulhu in the deck or something. And that would be all you really need. I have a question for you. Rogue deck with tickets. And what's his face? You want to play it? I'm currently Diamond 10, and it's not excellent, but it's not bad. No, not really. I'm trying other Rogue decks right now, like Miracle Rogue and whatever. And it's not bad. Res Priest is gone? Yeah, Res Priest did kind of get smacked out of existence. Feel like it would be nice to play with more girls. I feel like that would be too. Have you tried Aggro Paladin? I did. I have a video out on it. Or coming out? One sec. I have everything scheduled. I might not have posted it yet. I have a video coming out on it soon.
I want to be a warrior.
By fang and claw.
Yogg or Soul Mirror? I'd say Soul Mirror. It's just a better removal in general. I like keeping Warsong Wrangler on the coin. So it's going to be boom, coin, boom, turn 1. Oh, we can pump it even further to go even further beyond. Ah, all that, you know, Super Saiyan 3 shenanigans. But they go further beyond. To infinity and beyond, even. Some might say. I'm losing my mind right now. Please send help. pump this up a little bit, send out another minion. If he's going control, this plays around Bladestorm, but he's probably not. My daughter's 11, and she has just started to play Hearthstone. Well, that's sick, dude. Congratulations on having a daughter. A little bit more information about you. That's cool. That sounds sarcastic. I swear, I'm not trying to be sarcastic. That's just how I sound. Ask my girlfriend. I don't always try to be sarcastic. That's actually cool, though. Anyway, we pump this up again and summon another 1/1. And then we play this turn 3, this turn 4, this turn 5, Tundrano turn 6, perhaps? Seems good. Aggro Paladin is stronger than previous decks, or at least it feels like it. I think it feels like it because the secret was nerfed, or the secret decks were nerfed a little bit, so it just feels a little bit weaker. But I think they're still both very strong. Oh, if we can draw another Trampling Rhino, that would be poggers. Then we'd have 2 pumped up Tundranos. He does always try to be sarcastic. He's a butthole. I don't always try to be sarcastic. You're toxic. I'm gonna have to put you in timeout for that one. I have ultimate power in my own chat. I could put you in timeout if I wanted to. I'm not going to. That seems weird, but whatever. There's no reason to trade. We'll just kill it with Trampling Rhino next turn and push some damage and then eventually get Man Crick. We're fine. If you had 10k dust available, what would you craft to climb with from gold? Like I've said a couple of times, I would 100% craft Control Priest. Control Priest is so sick. My wife went to private school, and a subject they extremely focused on was logical debates, and I've never had better conversations with anyone else. She always speaks in depth without being biased. I mean, obviously I'm not perfect, and I probably was very biased with what I was saying, but I was trying to be fairly accurate with what I was saying, even though I was getting kind of heated. But you know, I feel like I'd love to learn how to debate better. My girlfriend would definitely not want me to do that, though. I can guarantee you, she'd be like, you already argue about everything. You already talk way too much. Don't. I'm gonna put you in timeout, Ecor. Look, it's not banning or it's literally called put user in timeout. It's not me, man. Boom. This is exactly lethal. We just slam that and then shoot him for 1. Well played. Control Priest is too slow. I mean, it's kind of slow, but you're going to win most of your games. If not, I'd say Aggro Paladin or Face Hunter if you want faster games. Those decks are really good as well. Was end up without cards as Hunter? Yeah, you do run out of steam with this deck relatively quickly, but it's fine. Usually fine. Sometimes you just blurt out how things are without the cushion. I know I do. True. This guy should just concede. There's no way he wins this game. It's kind of troll, actually. I don't think I keep Barrack. I think he's one of the worst cards to keep. Really? He has a super high win rate. What the heck? I mean, I guess if I draw Man Crick, he's insane. And I guess he's a 5-mana draw 2 with some decent stuff. I mean, I guess it's fine. And I got a 1-drop, so it actually balances out pretty well, I guess. In your debate, I saw a lot of fallacies and generalizations. I mean, again, I'm sure I didn't argue perfectly or even well, but I was trying to, and I was trying to be heated. I mean, I got heated, so I let emotions take over. And again, I'm saying I'm not perfect. Jeez Louise, you're really gonna draw me Man Crick? That's insane. That's not okay. That's not fair. You're definitely pretty good already. I don't want to include statistics, but those who are able to do logical debates without being biased and no training is very small. Well, I'm glad you think that I'm at least decent at it. Dude, I argue with, okay, I kind of have like informal training. I argue with my one friend all the time. My girlfriend knows what I'm talking about. We argue constantly about like everything, and we try to one-up each other. But I feel like overall, it's made me like a better debater. A master debater, if you will. But not really a master. I just wanted to say something cringe. I apologize. That was stupid. But still, it's cool. Not talking about you. I'm talking about what I saw in chat. Oh. You think I argued well? Well, thanks. I think your debate went pretty well. In fact, I agree with you. Well, thanks, Gabriel. Again, obviously, I could have done more. And if I was more prepared, like if I didn't just like have someone bring up this topic and start talking about it, like I could have made a better argument. But considering this was all just like off the dome, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty proud of it. At least you communicate. I tried to. I think they're gonna nerf the T word. They're gonna nerf Ticketus. You can say Ticketus here. You can. It's a friendly chat. We can say Ticketus. We've had discussions about Ticketus. I feel like Ticketus is a more polarizing card than like most other cards, to where I think it's balanced but still toxic. So I wouldn't be upset if it got nerfed. I don't think it needs to be nerfed, but I wouldn't be upset if it got nerfed because again I think it kind of is a problem, but like not in the same way as some other cards. Like Shutterwalk was broken and toxic and wouldn't let you even like take your turn sometimes. I'm gonna play Barrack. It gets me man prick and we just slam him. Can you send me the deck code for your control priest? I got you. Olgrove. And then we get to draw an extra card. That's so sick, man. I'll send you the deck code right now, though. Bada bing, bada boom. This deck is broken. Nope, that's Face Hunter. Sorry, one sec. Let me change that. Priest, control, copy, paste. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, he's looking to nerf Ticketus, which makes sense, honestly. Like, Ticketus is definitely a very strong card. Arguably too strong. If I play this, I can rush into it a lot. Let's go tracking, see if we can get something else. Maybe another 1-cost spell. 1 cost, not bad. And then we go shoot him once. Shoot me once, shame on you. Shoot me twice, shame on me. What's the saying? Am I dumb? 1, 2. Do I want to keep him alive, but hard to kill, or kill off both of these and make this impossible to kill? I'd rather have a wider board, I think. I lose to School Spirits. No, I don't. This is 3 HP, not 8 or 2. That's cool. How good is it when you have Mancrick and Kodobane in hand and you play on curve? It's basically unbeatable. Being able to get a 3/10 out when you play the 5-drop and draw 3 cards and just steamroll your opponent, it's basically unstoppable. I don't really think there's much he can do. I mean, obviously there's something he can do. Like, he can Drain Soul. Unfortunate. But, I mean, still probably going to win. We just drop Trampling Rhino and slam him. Fool me once. Okay, I know it was fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, or something like that. But I was trying to say shoot me. But I kind of knew the thing. We'll kill off this because it's got a good ability. We'll shoot him to maximize damage and push face. And we'll try to finish him off with this hero power next turn. Should I make Control Priest or Control Warlock, considering that Control Warlock might get nerfed very soon? I would say Control Priest, because I think Control Priest is just better in general. Watch debate videos and look up how to construct syllogisms. That's a word of the day. I don't even know what a syllogism is. I feel dumb. Syllogism. An instance of a form of reasoning in which the conclusion is drawn from 2 given or assumed propositions, each of which shares a term with the conclusion and shares in common a middle term. Oh, wait, no, I'm actually learning about this. I just didn't know that this was... Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm actually learning about this. I'm taking a philosophy class right now, and we're making, like, logical arguments. All dogs are animals. All animals have 4 legs. Therefore, all dogs have 4 legs. Now, they don't necessarily have to be truthful or sound arguments, but that is still, like, the definition of a syllogism, right? Because all animals have 4 legs isn't necessarily true, but for the case of a syllogism, it does help prove the point. Also, what about dogs that, like, have 3 legs? Like Champion from Parks and Rec. Can't forget about Champion. It's a miracle. What, did he grow back his 4th leg? Parks and Rec was such a good show. Do I have lethal? 1, 2, 5. Boom, boom. Hold up. Okay, I'm actually going to do the math here. So we have 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 7, 8, sorry. So we can do 2, 5, 11. I'm pretty sure that's lethal, right? Maybe I did my math wrong. We piercing shot my own minion to do 5. You see, I miscalculated. I counted piercing shot as 6 damage, not 5. I understand where I went wrong. Okay, never mind. My bad. My bad. I've watched atheistic debates versus religion, but I have nobody to argue anyway, so I would just argue with myself. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, shame on both of us. Interesting. I didn't know what the third one was. Thank you for letting me know that. Kangaroo equals 4 legs. Lethal? Wait, did I screw it up? I didn't have lethal. I literally was doing it out. I had 4 damage. Maybe I did my math wrong, but it's fine. This matchup's free anyway. The truth. What the heck is wrong with you? Why do you... What the fuck? I just still know syllogism. Okay, syllogism is essentially a 3-step argument. Okay, so you basically have 3 points that you want to make, right? Fool me 4 times, well, that's me again, because the first 2. Fool me 5 times, you feel like a big man. But basically, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody who understands what a syllogism is, but a syllogism is an argument where you try to, so you have 3 steps, right? You have a conclusion that you want to reach, right? And the conclusion you want to reach in this case is a dog has 4 legs. So in order to reach that conclusion, a syllogism has to have 2 arguments that relate to each other and help prove the last thing. So all dogs are animals is a claim. And you need to have these 2 claims linked together, kind of have some overlap to help prove this like point up here, right? Like the base of it. So all dogs are animals. All animals have 4 legs, hence they're connected in some way. This one doesn't have to be true. They just have to be connected. Therefore, all dogs have 4 legs. And that is essentially what a syllogism is. I could be wrong, because I'm kind of dumb, but that is my understanding of what it is. There's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee. This is, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again. George Bush. Fair enough. Claim and counterclaim. I don't think it's a claim and counterclaim. I think it's two supportive claims. There's like a claim, a middle term, which is the second claim, I guess, and then the conclusion that you draw from that. Yeah, I'll play one more game with this deck. I'll play a couple more, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm Spanish. Your uni is UCI, the letter I, not AI. U, just the letters U, C, and I, or I, whatever, however you want to show I. I played Control Priest earlier today. You could scroll back in the stream and watch that, or you can wait for the video, or you can watch any of the videos out on my channel right now. Face Hunter or Rush Warrior to hit Legend? I think Rush Warrior is slightly better, but it takes longer to learn how to play. Face Hunter is just strong in general.
Shall we dance?
By fang and claw.
Thanks, David. I appreciate that. Thanks for the support. I like this hand a lot. I will run out of steam in like 3 turns, but I have so much early game pressure against a class with no healing, I think it's worth it. Like, these are some of the most important cards to keep in my opening hand, just in general, so. Hey, Yukar, can you please play League of Legends on stream sometime? If you really want me to play League of Legends on stream, I will consider playing it. I'm gonna pump this up to make him have to hit it again, and then I'm gonna play this, and then we're gonna play all the things, and then we flood the board. Basically, Rogue's biggest weakness is a board flood, so if we flood the board, we should be able to win. But I'll play League at some point. I was thinking about making a second channel, and having League and TFT, like, combined to be that channel, but I'm not sure. Hey man, question for today's stream. Van Cleef and Miracle Robe. Do you think it's good? I do not personally. I think that it's not that good. Wow, we actually cleared my board. What the fudge? Oh my god, I'm getting wrecked. We're both running low on cards. And I get to play this, and tracking to get something else next turn. Hopefully getting Warsong Wrangler would be my go-to card here. Hey, Dark Blade, how's it going? Wow! He's just better than me! Ah, I'm losing my mind! 13-1 right now with this deck from Diamond 9 to Diamond 4. Piercing Shot. That'll be good. We'll go tracking first and see what we get. We got the Wrangler. Perfect. Exactly what we want to draw so we can get Trampling Rhino next turn. Let's play these two. Even though I'm losing right now, I think that once I get Trampling Rhino, I'll be able to turn the tides of war. Don't do TFT, it's a dead game. I mean, okay, it's kind of dead right now, low-key, but hear me out, okay? It'll get better. And the new set's coming out, and it looks fun. So, yeah. I think it'll be I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. A famous syllogism is the Kalem cosmological argument. Everything that begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist, therefore the universe has a cause. It's flawed, but it's a syllogism. Yeah, syllogisms, I don't know why I put that in quotes, can have flaws. Like, they can be flawed arguments, but they could still also be defined as a syllogism. Like, they could still work. The new set's coming out this Friday, or this, like, next Tuesday or something. One of those two. It's coming out within a week, basically. I love that many Hearthstone streamers left for TFT, and now they're coming back. I think TFT is a really fun game. And again, it would be a split. It would be League of Legends and TFT. Because I think TFT is a very fun game, just laid back without getting too tilted. Fudge. I gotta kill this. I've gotta kill this. I've gotta start going face. I think I lose. He was able to deal with my board super well, and I drew 2 piercing shots. I can't let him draw more cards. I think this game's done. I think I lost. Mini set, you mean? No, I'm talking about TFT, a new expansion for TFT. The new mini set is in like a month or so, or in like a month and a half.
What makes something real?
What is the fallacy of the argument? I'm be honest, I don't know what the fallacy of the argument is. I have no idea. Not a clue. Gun to my head, I couldn't tell you. But, there is one, so that's cool. I think I lose this game. Push as much damage as possible. Run one thing into the 3-2. It dies. He trades. I'm losing a lot of damage. I have some burst damage in my hand, so it's not GG yet, but I'm pretty sure I lose. It does seem like a sound argument, but I could be wrong. Yeah, we dead. We dead. They're getting rid of the chosen mechanic, though. They are getting rid of it. I didn't like it either. I thought that it too heavily determined what you were able to go. The chosen mechanic was cool, and like you could sometimes be flexible with it and have some cool early game strategies. But like late game, absolutely requiring a chosen card would like narrow you into a build like relatively early on. I mean, I watched Fairy Tale for a while, Sword Art Online, watched some rom-com ones because, or romance ones because my friend loved them. What else have I watched? I watched a couple of, I've watched some animes. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I've definitely watched some for sure. Arcane Shot sucks, but Wounded Prey I feel like isn't even that bad. Is Wounded Prey bad? Wounded Prey's kinda bad. But I want a minion to put Adorable Infestation on. We'll get a 1-drop. I believe in myself. 2 Demon Companions, that's pretty spicy. I determined your composition. It was way harder to transition from one to another. Oh, sick. Oh, I kind of wish that I had the thing, though. I kind of wish that I had Wounded Prey. Because now he's just going to hand of it all and kill my 4-3, and it's going to be Sag. What's TFT? It's called Teamfight Tactics. It's like another game from Riot Games, League of Legends. It's an auto battler. It's like Battlegrounds, but more complex and better in my opinion. But also a little bit more like hardcore. So if you want a more casual game, Battlegrounds is definitely the one. And not to say Battlegrounds isn't hard, but Battlegrounds is, in my opinion, easier than TFT. Because TFT, there's more to it, in my opinion, but I don't know. Do I just go double Demon, or do I save Demon for this? I'll go Demon Cub. And the next turn it'll be Runner Demon. And the next turn it'll be Warsong, and then Tundra, and then, I don't know. How my opponent plays Ticketus twice in one game. That's a third of my deck. Ticketus is OP. I mean, Ticketus is not an OP card. He's a very toxic card. And I don't think he needs to be nerfed for balanced reasons, but he needs to be nerfed for fun reasons. But the reason why he's not OP is because it takes you so long to get there. Like, it takes you 10 turns, and if you allow a Warlock to get to turn 10, you're probably going to lose the game anyway, honestly. Unless you're Control Priest. Control Priest is like the one matchup where Ticketus is insanely good. Most other matchups, it's just like kind of okay. But anyway, I do think Ticketus kind of needs a nerf. I've thought about it more, and although I do think he's still a balanced card, I also think that he's a problem. He's just not very fun to play against. Trust me, like we've all been there. Having our win condition get burned just doesn't feel good. You know what's weird about Hearthstone is that it seems like it's an all luck-based game, but actually skill matters, and I'm a low legend player but can't get high legend no matter what. That's very true. That's actually very true. I want the charge one, please. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. We play the Wrangler. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to kill him off if I can draw a second Trampling Rhino or Mancrick into Barrack. That'd be sick. Oh boy. Hit. Weird. Does he do nothing? Ooh. Okay, so his secrets are Avenge, Noble, Galloping, or Oh My Yogg. So I hit with this. It'll be Avenge. Then we double trade with these things and lose it all. Double trade with these, we lose it all. Because that's going to become a 4-4. We have to trade both of these things in. Trade to kill it off, and then we play Warsong Wrangler, and we'll get Trampling Rhino next turn. Oh my god, I almost accidentally clicked the Wolpertinger. Oh god, that would have been game losing actually. He played it a third time. I don't know how I played it a third time actually. That's kind of troll. But yeah, skill matters a lot in this game. Like, it is a more luck-based game than a lot of other card games, but everybody has access to that luck, and Hearthstone is geared to be more of a casual game just in general, less competitive than games like Magic in my opinion, that have like no RNG. But despite that, I think that since everybody has access to the same RNG, it's kind of balanced in that sense. Like if everyone's super, no one will be, you know. Incredibles, spitting facts actually. We'll play the discovered one, so that way he knows what it is. Is it Avenge? Oh! The damage still goes through, right? Please? Thank God. Okay, we just push face damage then. That Reckoning is insane. Who plays Reckoning? I'm getting trolled. I think polarizing cards like Ticketus are the biggest problem with Hearthstone. I haven't played any other card game or collectible card game. There are cards that single-handedly win matchups and have basically no counters. I mean, Ticketus's counter is just apply pressure and rush him down. I really want to be better at Hearthstone. I feel like I should be a regular Legend player, but I have a habit of getting annoyed when my win rate drops below 60%, and then I tilt, and it's super dumb. True, I've been there, man. Trust me, we've all been there. I have the exact same thing. I'll get tilted off the face of the earth. Okay. Okay. I think it's Avenge. So let's hit, do damage, and play a 1/2. It's Avenge, probably, right? I would assume. He's just done. Cool. I mean, it's not OP. It's just really annoying. And, like, when I play Paladin or Hunter, my win rate against Warlock is super good. Because I know that I need to apply pressure. Or if I'm playing a control deck. Like, if you're playing Control Priest, get rid of your early game cards in your mulligan, and specifically mulligan to try to draw your late game cards. Try to draw Alexstrasza, Malygos, Ysera, Cthulhu pieces, whatever you can, so that way he burns less good cards. If that makes sense. That's how you counter Ticketus. Different mulligans, because Warlock is going to be a really slow deck. Or if you're an aggro deck, pedal to the metal, floor it, whatever you want to say, and just slam him in the face. Literally stuck in Diamond 5-2 since the start of the expansion. I can't get through Diamond. Maxi, I feel you. Especially with the Mage meta, I could not get out of Diamond. I just did not have the motivation. But don't worry, things will change. And I would just recommend playing Face Hunter or Paladin or Control Priest to counter those two decks. No, yeah. I feel like Ticketus is a problem because decks are so small. I feel like if he burned like 3 or 4 cards, he'd be more balanced. And I think he should burn 4. I don't know about now, but Shadowverse was a lot better designed. I don't know. I feel like I played Shadowverse very briefly, and I got a lot of free cards, and I liked it, but I didn't really want to stick with it. I don't know why. Yeah. Ticketus Warlock is good in a control meta, but the meta is too fast for it to be a good control deck. Ah. I mean, if you know you're not going to play wild, I would dust your wild cards. That's what I did at the beginning. But if you think that there's even like a 5 or 10% chance that you're going to play wild, I would say at least keep the important ones. But like maybe go into Hearthstone Replay and see the cards that are the least played and stuff. Excuse me for the burp, by the way. I apologize. Okay, time to play No Minion Mage. Hear me out, okay? It's not because I want to play No Minion Mage. It's because No Minion Mage is a thing. Or it was nerfed. There we go. I don't know why I brain farted on that. But No Minion Mage was nerfed into kind of oblivion, but it's still being used in Grandmasters a little bit, which makes me think maybe there's still a chance for it. Maybe there's still a chance yet. And I forgot to play it yesterday. Also, is Deck of Lunacy even really needed? I feel like some decks have been running it without Deck of Lunacy. They literally took out Deck of Lunacy and added another Mask of Cthulhu. I feel like that's really good. They still run Cthulhu. I feel like Cthulhu's a little bit iffy, but I don't know, man. My comment got eclipsed. Oh, I'm sorry. Took me 6 years to play, or to get Legend for the first time. That's how stupid this game is. Or am I stupid? I don't know. I mean, I don't think you're stupid. You probably just either A, didn't grind as much as other people did, or any number of things. There are probably a lot of other factors. Don't beat yourself up about it, my guy. Everybody goes at their own pace. I mean, I played this game for like 4 or 5 years before I got Legend. I was mostly an arena player, to be fair, but I mean, even after I started playing competitive, I'd usually only hit rank 5 for a little bit. Blade Master's not necessary in Priest. Formal and informal fallacies. Informal has subcategories, which really messes up debates because there are so many rules even beyond this with... Okay. Win rate with Face Hunter is... Wait, FH Hunter? Is that Death Rattle Hunt? Or, wait, Face Hunter? Double Morgs, Drains Soul, Siphon, shuts Hunter out combined with Void Drinkers. Oh. No, see, the problem with that is... If you don't have Drained Soul, it's just not that good. I mean, it's hard to balance any game, right? It's hard to balance any game, really. Do I really want Cthulhu, though? Do I really want Cthulhu? I want another mask. Is that dumb? No, I kind of want Cthulhu. What? What do you mean there's no... Oh, I misspelled it. Who is the lowest legend ring here? I just want to see how many people are in legend. I'm 10k. Or at least in a game like MTG, even there is a polarizing matchup, you can always choose to run a specific counter in your 75 if it feels particularly bad. I think that in competitive play of Hearthstone, there needs to be a sideboard. Even if it's just like 5 cards, so you can sideboard it in, or something along those lines. So that way you don't just get wrecked by a deck because it's a bad matchup. Like, oh, I'm going against this guy, he has these decks. Oh, you can run like one of these 3 tech cards. Like, I can run Acidic Swamp Ooze, but not have it be a dead card a lot of the time as well, you know? This is definitely not an optimal matchup, but I think I like all of these cards. I mean, I know that they're not Incanter's Flow or like Font of Power, but Combustion's so good into Hunter. We'll get rid of 1 Ruined Orb. We get a Font of... Oh, yes. We got a Font of Power. I feel powerful. Wait, what? The deck is not correct. I put Cthulhu back in here. There we go. It's self-corrected. Wait, what? No, it didn't. What the heck? No, 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 no. This is a different no minion mage. This one right here. This one. Yes, there we go. Font of Power. My nose got clogged for some reason. I don't know what the heck that was. 20k every season? That's crazy, dude. 20k legend? I didn't even know it went that high. I might get the 11-star bonus this season. I'm pretty hyped, actually. Rush Warrior is really good for climbing. True. Morgs are incredible in Warlock. The healing from can shut out face hunters. I mean, it really only helps with Drained Soul. I feel like if there was one more healing card. I feel like if they had one more heal card. Morg Artificers would be really good. I was 14k. I dusted some mage stuff, made Death Rattle or Demon Hunter Death Rattle, and it went up to 4k. Oh my gosh, that's insane, my guy. You're insane. Speaking of insane, top deck Incanter's Flow, anyone? Did anyone here broken? I was stuck at D2 as Face Hunter. Last season, Legend with Rogue. Help me, Ecor. In Face Hunter, you just kind of ram him in the face. I don't know what else to say, man. I need to kill this. Oh!
An oversight.
I could have... It's reduced in... Oh, I could have played this and pinged it. Oh, that's so bad. I'm actually gonna, like, lose the game off of that. That's a huge misplay. That's a huge, 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 huge misplay. Oh, God.
Greetings, traveler.
Why do you stream on YouTube instead of Twitch? I just like YouTube more. Oh, if I had combust... Oh, I lose. I had it. I had the dream. Give me combustion. Oh, Font of Power, maybe. Oh, it's so sad. I lose. The game's basically over. If I had played it slightly differently, I could have combustion and basically just won. Oh, it's okay. Oh, shut up. Okay. We kind of trolled that game. We don't talk about that one. Cut it. Cut it. Game didn't happen. Slice it off. But anyway, I have more viewers on YouTube just in general. I like YouTube more. It's more discoverable, higher video quality. The chat's not as good, but you know, that's fine. Playing around Hysteria against Priest really seems to ruin their day. I mean, Hunter can sometimes win if Priest has a really bad hand, but like 9 times out of 10, I feel like Priest wins that match. 8 times out of 10, Priest wins that matchup.
Jaina versus Seranoyo.
Seranoyo.
The time for dreaming is over.
Combustion's keepable. The other cards are not. Primordial Studies is good. Hopefully we can get a cheap card so we can maybe play Combustion. Oh my gosh, my eye was itchy. Hand pretty doo-doo. Incanter's Flow makes his hand insane. Wait for it, sane. Insane. I mean, sometimes you're gonna win bad matchups. Like, no matchup is exactly 100%. That would be crazy. But matchups can be, like, heavily favored, right? Like, I'd say that the matchup of Warlock and Hunter is heavily favored in Hunter's favor. But it's not 100%. It is not. Refreshing Spring Water, that's fine. We don't want to play it this turn. We will do this. We will generate 3 minions.
I don't have enough mana.
We'll look for a cheap spell. We're going to do that and play Thalnos. Refreshing Spring Water's fine. And by fine, I mean broken. Smart Man YouTube is 100 times. There we go, that's the word. 100 times better than Twitch. They are lousy and do random new rules. I don't necessarily think Twitch is lousy. I don't want to go that far. I just personally like Hearthstone or YouTube better. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe that's kind of weird, champ. Let's draw. Font. Fire. I can kill it with just that, right? Refreshing Spring Water again, I guess. Another Brain Freeze and an Apexis Blast, so we'll just hit him. Oh, snap! That's insane. That's so good. That's actually insane. I think we win this game. This is so dumb. Do you think playing Faceless with Rattlegore and Control Warrior for Control Warlock matchup is too much of an opportunity cost? I think so, yeah. I think that is just weird, because I know that it can be really powerful, but I feel like, 1, it could get burned, 2, into a lot of other matchups, it's a bit slow. I don't know, I personally don't like it, but I understand why people use it. Like, I get it. My Warlock runs Vol'jin, Morogs plus Drain, and Siphon Souls, and I beat Hunter like 70% of the time. Well, if you want to send me a list, ideally on Twitter, by the way, Close Up Gamer, I would be more than happy to look at it, actually. I am curious to see how good your deck actually is, because if it's actually that good, I would love to take a look at it.
You fight me, you get burned.
Font, hope for a 2-drop, I guess. I probably just play... I think I just flood the board a little bit. We play that and this 1-drop. Combustion's super sick. This is super sick. Not bad. Can you give me a good Paladin deck with Mankrik? I mean... Oh, that's actually really good for him. So we will go Brain Freeze on this, I think. Oh, no. I have to trigger this? Or I have to make this a combo without playing it? Okay. So we play Minion. We then hit this. It'll then do 3 more damage to this, right? I will then ping. Kill. This goes face for 5 more, and we hit him, and then we'll draw a card, I guess. Guess I could have drawn a... No, I couldn't have drawn a card first, because that would have triggered the thing. That's fine. Deck code. Deck code, deck code, deck code, deck code, deck code. I got you. Export, copy, paste, pasta, whatever. All that jazz. Twitch drains so much of my phone's data, it's ridiculous. Then don't use data? Wi-Fi?
The light dims, but
All paladins have Mancrick, don't they? Does this deck actually have Mancrick? I think that deck has Mancrick. And if you want to run Mancrick, like, this aggro paladin does not run Mancrick, but if you want to run it, you could probably just take out, like, I don't know, a Cult Neophyte or something, or an Arching Protector, or Murgrim McGurgle, because you don't need that late game card. Let's see here. Deal 2. Yeah, we just won. Then we just go trade, and we hit him with these. Cool, caught him. Easy game. Mage is so annoying to play against right now. I mean, it doesn't even have Deck of Lunacy anymore. It's just a burn deck at this point. No, yeah, Mage has a lot of weaknesses right now. It's really not that good. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
the time for dreaming is over.
Boom, boom, yes, yes, boom, boom, no, no, too slow. Too slow. 1, 2, 3 to draw some cards. This is kind of useless. Mid-range Demon Hunter has promising results. It's okay. I think it's fine. Oh, yikes. Okay, speaking of it. Hitting me with the that. I want to draw a card. I'm going to take a lot of early damage, it looks like. Encanters, Arcane into Refreshing, and then hopefully we can get removal by the time we get to turn 4. Or hopefully we can draw Combustion like in a turn or 2. Brain Freeze would also be adequate. Ring toss. Oh boy. And even if I coin out Refreshing Spring Water, I feel like that's bad. I mean, if I get Combustion, it's good, I guess, but... Yowza! That's a lot of damage. I don't speak that language, Rodrigo. I apologize. Combustion. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. I want to be able to corrupt Ring Toss, but it's going to be difficult. Oh, never mind. Not difficult at all. Refreshing Incanters and Apexis. Not bad. We'll just kill that off and get a dude. Wait. I should have played this first, shouldn't I? A little bit tilting. I definitely could have played a couple more cards. Kind of troll, but that's okay. Hopefully we can get an Ice Barrier off of Ring Toss, and that's really all we need. Fine. Is he gonna go full face? He might just go full face. Oh no, he's going face for sure. Oh my god. Dear goodness gracious. Hey Kurt, do you have any recommendations for which cards you could pick up instead of Tenwu or Jandis for Miracle Rogue? Missing both of those cards. 1 second. We want Counter Spell and Ice Barrier. I think Ice Barrier is more important because I'm gonna die soon. But this is... No, this is more important to stop Skull. Oh. I trolled. And we ping it. Oh no. I trolled. I'm a troll. I lose 8 HP for that, man. I'm an idiot. Okay, maybe I'm not an idiot. Maybe I can... No, I'm not gonna lose. I'm an idiot. Free. We like free. Free. Free, free, free. This becomes 2, so we can belly boom, boom. I think I have to draw cards and Apexis Blast that, I guess. Those 2 cards are free. It's not bad. Let's draw another card because we can. Ruined Orb. Ice Barrier, Ice Barrier, Ice Barrier. That's not Ice Barrier. Fudge! My hand's too full for this. Combustion's probably best. Or Apexis Blast. Give me a taunt. That's not bad. At least. No, no, no. Oh, that's bad. Please don't have any cheap spells to bait out counter. Please, 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 please. I've seen your video descriptions and title in Portuguese. Do you speak Portuguese? No. But what I have been doing is I have been updating them to make them potentially in Portuguese because there's a reason. Oh, because I think it helps with the algorithm, and also I think it helps just in general. Fudge. Devolving Missiles is free. I have to get Ice Barrier off of this, don't I? I have to? We'll draw cards first and see what we get. Font and body. You know... Body isn't bad.
This one's mine.
Push 5. He's gonna play the Illidari next turn. I have to hope. We'll do that. I die in 2 turns. That's unfortunate. It's Illidari. Thought it was gonna be Skull. I chose Counterspell instead of the Ice Barrier. I could have had 2 Ice Barriers. That's my bad. Debating in Hunter, Mage, or Druid Deck. I'd say Hunter for sure is best. Well, this makes this cost 1, right? That's pretty cool. Maw to kill that. We play this, and we hit him. He can't play a spell. If he has another Illidari and Hero Power, I just lose. But if he doesn't, then I think I win, because he can't get over the taunt. Please, 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 no other Illidari. Oh, it's counter, no! Now he wins. Oh, it's tragedy. Tragedy has struck. No, wait, we could still win. We still maybe win.
My shield for Argus.
Oh, I hate this game. Why couldn't you have been a taunt? I should have played the Ice Barrier first. Fudge, man. That's so close. So cringe, man. Could I have potentially pushed lethal there? I needed to kill that off. I played a taunt. I played that. I was able to kill both things. It saved me some mana. I don't know. I just didn't draw well. I mean, I drew pretty well, actually. I can't even say I didn't draw well. I drew fucking insanely well. Why do I even run Flamestrike in this deck? I should take out Flamestrike and put in Mask. I feel like there were instances where I could have just played Mask. I don't know. In terms of keeps, I'm pretty sure we get rid of everything. We're basically a hard mulligan for font, font, enchanters, and arcane, and apexis, and refreshing springwater. Also, primordial studies is pretty good, I guess. Brain freeze is meh. Maybe I take out the Cthulhu pieces. Am I crazy for wanting to do that? Dragon Eater. What a crazy name. Your only misplay was not taking the barrier? Okay, he was going into turn 6 with a card he had kept in his opening hand since turn 0 in the mulligan. I assumed that that was a Skull of Gul'dan, and I thought Counterspell was more important, because Counterspell would essentially like save me more HP in general. That was my thought process, but I guess I was wrong. Brain freeze. No replacement for Jandis, and for Tenwu, maybe just play Hanar. Yeah, I'd say Hanar's pretty decent. Or if you're not playing the secret version, you could play something different, I guess. You could play something that does more damage, maybe another Penflinger. Guardian Og Merchant, not bad. Well, I'm not a huge fan of that, so let's go with this. I know technically Refreshing Springwater is better, but hear me out, okay? I want to get the maximum value. So it's going to be Combustion, Refreshing, maybe something else, Refreshing again, and we get to gain 2 mana off of that play, rather than gaining nothing. Flame Strike is good for the Grand Slam, but I don't run Deck of Lunacy anymore because I think it's too slow. So I think I take out Flame Strike and put in a second Mask of Cthulhu rather than 2 Flame Strikes, and I think the deck would be better in terms of damage. That's just my own thought process on all this. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Probably am wrong. I am wrong a lot. Combustion. Refreshing. Enchanters. If I Enchanters Refreshing, I can't play Apexis. But what if I draw Apexis off of this? We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna play like a troll. Brain freeze, not bad. Ring toss is fine. I don't want to take that. This might be good. This is actually probably better, honestly, because it'll corrupt that, and then we can play this, discover spell, and then brain freeze that. Ice Berry. No, Refreshing Springwater is insane. I mean, Ice Berry is probably good, but Refreshing Springwater is just nuts. Last game, rank 800. This game, 2000. What matchmaking is this? Oh my god, man. You're joking. This has got to be some sort of sick joke. I think I just play Mask of Cthulhu next turn. I feel like it just works, right? Like, look at his board. They have 2 1-health minions. I don't feel like there's no reason to like use anything else. Might as well just push 8 damage. I don't run Cthulhu. You win before that. It's probably true. So take out Cthulhu, put in another mask. Kind of want to take out Face or Flame Strike.
They cannot stop my work.
Kind of want to take out Flame Strike. I feel like another Encanter's Flow at this point is just overkill. But at the same time, making everything cost next to nothing and having a little bit more draw might not be that bad. Or just go with Cram Session to draw more cards. We'll go with Cram. My cards are already pretty cheap, honestly. Okay, most likely kills off everything, pushes some damage. Next turn it can be boom, boom, more draws. I mean, no, you don't really use Cthulhu that often in this deck, so I'm not sure if it's really that, like, great, but I think it's good. I like it personally. I'm also not running Lunacy. Yeah, I don't think it's good. At 4 mana, it's too slow. And, like, yes, you can curve into it pretty well, but it's, like, not good enough to keep in your opening hand anymore.
I'm gonna be the best.
Alright.
These old bones just keep moving.
Fascinating. Okay. Love to see it. Hit that. We need to Apexis Blast that. This is really good. If I play this... No, I need to play 1 mana, then this, then Apexis Blast. 1 mana. Then this, then Apexis Blast. Fascinating. We have Flame Strike to deal with his board potentially, which is nice. We have Ring Toss as well. I think Legend has like a 500 rank matchup thing. Maybe. Oh god. Pumps it up twice. That's so cringe. Honestly, man. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? He's gonna run out of resources after this. We just Combustion. Flame Strike for 5. And then Devolving Missiles to hit that 8-1 because it's too powerful. Becomes a 0-cost 1-1. Not bad. We have 2 Ring Tosses. We can play 1 turn, 1 the next turn, and just try to survive off of that. Just kind of hoping to get spell damage minions off of off of the font, but this is fine. Hey, hey, Lemix, how's it going? Let's play Devolving, make that a 1. And we'll do this and go for Ice Barrier first, #1 priority, and I feel like this is most likely be important because he's already played both conditioning, so this and this are useless. So we just go with the Oasis Ally. I'm at 14. Essentially, I'm at 22. Should be fine, right? Ugh. Uh-oh. Well, that sucks. No. He countered me. Why? The secret went off first. Oh, it's so cringe. Ice Barrier's fine. He's gonna lose 1 durability on the weapons. Ice Barrier again. Mirror Entity's kind of useless. This is actually useless, so we'll go Mirror. And then we'll go Ice Barrier again. So we can kill that off next turn. I always feel like calling Tamsin, actually, because it sounds better. I don't... You cannot portray sound like that. I don't understand what you're saying. Troublemaker! Alexstrasza! Something big! Oh, it's Alexstrasza, you silly head. Oh, you silly head. Oh, you silly, silly goose. You. Font of Power for 0. There's really no reason to not play it right now. What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? We'll draw 5 cards. Pretty poggers. Poog champ. Okay, sick. And not bad. Okay, so, we get to go blop. To kill. Blammo. Kill the 5/1. No, you didn't. Oh, you didn't actually kill the 5. Oh my gosh, you actually didn't kill the 5/1. Yuck, 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 yuck. Do I trade? Do I really trade here? It's okay. I'm gonna get trolled by this. I just don't want to die. I'll kill him next turn with 2 fireballs. It's fine. I'm trolling. I think I should be fine, though. I think I win. I don't think that he can finish me off unless he has, like, Grommash as well. But I don't think he does. I think we just kill him. Just had a panic attack because of all the assignments I have to do for the end of the semester, so I came to see some quality content. Well, I'm glad that you did, my friend. Glad that you did. Only the best content here. Only the best. Whammo. Blammo. Blammo. Broken. Oh, that was actually so good. What the heck? Am I just done? I think I'm gonna be done for the day. It's been 3.5 hours. I'm kind of hungry. I'm kind of done. Kind of tired. Had a giant rant. Yeah, I'll play one more game for the panic attack. Good thing you kept in those flame strikes. I guess I have plenty of burst or something. Okay, we're playing against an 800 again. Let's see. In terms of keeps, I don't want to keep Fireball. Even though Fireball has one of the highest win rates when it actually has the highest win rate when kept. It's almost never kept. Whereas Devolving Missiles actually has a pretty high keep rate, and I think could be really good against a Paladin. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep this 1 card. Well, we have 2. Okay. A little bit of an overkill, but that's fine. Hopefully he pumps up some stuff and we get some good Devolving Missiles off. That's the plan anyway. Post the J. Alexander deck code one more time. I will. Here you go, my friend. You played versus this guy last season. He was like rank 200 or something. Pretty insane, actually. He's nuts. He's too good. He's too good for me. See, here's the problem. I don't want to kill that immediately. Is that trolling? I want him to pump it up with Hand of It All. I take some extra damage, but then I play Devoted or Devolving Missiles, and then we pop off. Play your Hand of It All. Play your silly Hand of It All. Let me Devolving Missiles that. Silly head? I don't know what I'm doing. That's... Oh. Fair enough. Is it Oh My Yogg? Are you Oh My Yogg? No, I don't really want to play that at this point. Evocation could be good if I play a ton of cards, but Flurry's probably best. See, I'm pretty sure that it's Galloping Savior. Which means I don't want Devolving Missiles, because I want Devolving Missiles this. I'd rather draw cards and set up. think I just pinged that. Are you noble? Or avenge? No, it's not. We already know it's not avenge. If it had been avenge, I would have devolving missiled. I mean, he hasn't even pumped it up yet. I feel like I don't have to worry that much about it right now. I'm sorry for being very able to fuel debate. Much love. Well, no problem, my dude. It's not that big of a deal. No problem. It happens, you know? Everybody has their thing, I guess. I don't know. Are you oh my yog? It is oh my yog. Whoa! Whoa, dude. That becomes backstab. Oh! Oh, that's so sick. Thank you so much. Wow.
Unbelievable.
He gets galloping, but I don't really care. I get a font of power and brain freeze. I'll brain freeze it. I don't care. Whew, sheesh. I get to play you next turn, man. Oh my god. Double trouble. Hello from Europe, friend. I'm Legend every month and always interested in your deck list. Just wanted to say, oh god. What? Sorry. Just wanted to come in to at least one of your streams to say thank you for your hard work. Well, no problem, Thomas. Good luck on your grind tonight. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I can take them. Wait, not all of them.
Hit that once, please, so I can play my other spells and not get wrecked. Pretty good. Gonna take some damage, but we got ring toss for ice barrier. We just need to survive for a little bit, honestly. Europe gang? True. I feel like a lot of my viewers are actually from Europe. Like, only 30 to 35% of my viewers are actually from America. Fun fact. Or, not America, the US, I guess, is a better description of that. But 36% of my viewers are from US, which is crazy to me. I feel like it should be way more considering, you know, I'm from the US, but no, a lot of my viewers are European. It's crazy. Fudge! Ah! Yowzers. Yowzers. What am I on? Boom! Flame strike! I know when that flame strike. Snap freeze is just a cheap thing. That's good. Flame stroke. Strunk? I wanted to say it like stonk. I don't listen to me. I'm losing my mind. Diamond 5, what deck would you recommend for Legend? Control Priest. Or Face Hunter or Aggro Paladin. Hello from Canada. Hey man, how's it going? Are you streaming on Twitch? No, but I will probably dual stream at some point, and like when I start doing this full time, when I'm no longer in school, I'll probably switch and do that. Okay, so we have to test out brain freeze. No, sorry. We need to test out sorry, oh my yog. It's avenge, never mind. We can just play this, I guess. Well, neither of these are ice barrier. That's not good. There we go, ice barrier. That's all we really needed. Okay, we played this, and then we played this and just put it down for now. Oh, we get to Arcane Intellect next turn and draw some spicy cards. Snap freeze to freeze a minion. Ferret to freeze minions and stall out for a little while. Like, we have plenty of stall. We're fine. Deck list for no minion mage? I got you. There you go. Pew, got him.
Options.
It's 3 AM here and I'm still kicking. Dude, go to sleep. As someone who stays up way too late every night, go to sleep. As much as I enjoy the support, I would love you to be healthy more. That way you can watch my videos and the everything else after the fact, if you're healthy and not sleep deprived. Yes, I approve this message. I don't know. Oh, I'm all over the place. Flame Strike, Arcane Intellect. That's good. Oh my goodness, it's balanced. Broken. Get 3 more minions. Kind of poggers. Kind of pog champ. Kind of went taunt more than anything else. Ow. Did I go Oasis or counter? I went counter. Was that a misplay? Should I have gone Oasis instead? It's fine. Deck list for Control Priest? Oh, there are a couple, but I'll send you mine because I like mine. I'm currently 15-3 with it, so. Got him.
Not you.
Fine. Countered. What was it? Is it Oh My Yogg? If it's Oh My Yogg, that's so nice. Okay. No problem. He hits it? Are you serious? What the what? So now this does 7 damage, so I kind of just play this. And then Flame Strike. And go face. 8 more damage? Yeah, I didn't have enough for lethal. It's fine. I have been sleeping like this for the past 4 years. I actually sleep the healthy amount, just in a different time. It's much easier with university. Dude, true. True. With university being like mostly online based, I will admit my sleep schedule kind of ruined. My girlfriend pretty upset by the fact that I'm like off of the usual sleep schedule. But like, whoo, let me tell you, it is very nice to just like be able to do what I want for the most part. 5 damage. All I need is a fireball. It's Oh My Yogg.
Derivative.
Oh. Weird. Let's just kill him with that. We'll kill him with a Cthulhu piece because we're toxic. Coolio. Did I reach top 1,000 off of that? Or am I still like... No, I'm pretty sure I'm like 1,050 or something like that. 1,070 would be my guess. Ooh, nice. 1,077. Pretty close. Right on target. I mean, in my head, Mask of Cthulhu, or Cthulhu gives you more flexibility, and Mask of Cthulhu, like the Eye of Cthulhu is basically already the Mask of Cthulhu. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I had a good time streaming. Cool debate. Fun. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have videos coming out. Buh. But my throat is a little bit rough right now because I've been screaming at the top of my lungs for the past several minutes, so if I win now, well, I'm not going to play another game, so kind of sucks. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fun one. I'm hoping I helped with your panic attack, I guess, my guy. Or gal. I don't know. See you tomorrow.